Lord. But it was the mindset that I had that I converted to where it was like, I don't care what may happen. I see Peyton Manning on the other side. I know they got Jamal Lewis, and I don't care who's getting what. You gonna know 55 today.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
I believe in the spirit of being unafraid. I don't fear much in life, and I don't think our team will either.
When you believe, there's no reason to fear.
Inside the walls of Bryant Court, Newton's Law reigns supreme. See you later, Bama. I'm headed to Tumor's Corners.
There's no bigger game. To lose one like we did last year still doesn't set right. Got to find a way to keep ourselves in it and give us a chance to win and try to change that and hopefully start making that a regular expectation.
It's the final countdown.
Thorne, pressured, throws it up the seam. Has a man wide open. It's Cam Coleman. He's gone. Reed goes down. DeMarcus Riddick. Man wide open. Cam Coleman. Touchdown, Auburn. Jarquez Hunter dives in. Touchdown. Thorne looking, throws it to the back. It is caught. Caught in the back of the end zone. Keandre Lambert-Smith. Auburn wins.
It's the final countdown.
It's rolling Tumor's Corners, the kick six, it's bow over the top. I'll believe in Auburn and love it. War Eagle.
The final countdown.
Here is what's on the line today. A win, and Auburn takes a 3-game win streak into bowl eligibility. And, of course, beating the Tigers' arch rival on its home turf for the first time since the comeback in 2010. It's time for the greatest rivalry in college football. Good afternoon. War Eagle from Bryant, Denny Stadium, Saban Field. With Jason Campbell, Will Herring, Brad Law, Jeff Shear, Faith Richardson, Gene Dulaney, Patrick Tisdale, Jacob Hillman, and Ben Harling. I'm Andy Burcham. Last week was a breakthrough for Auburn, at least for this season. In a 4-overtime thriller, the Tigers beat number 15 Texas A&M, setting off a celebration that we haven't seen in 5 years. And for the second straight game, Auburn had a 100-yard rusher and a pair of 100-yard receivers. At the same time, Alabama was all but eliminated from the playoff picture with a resounding 24-3 loss at Oklahoma. Auburn seniors took their last Tiger walk on the Plains and were honored in pregame ceremonies. Now they play the final SEC game of their careers with postseason chances on the line. The Outdoor Alabama countdown to kickoff continues in a moment. Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. When you talk about impressive lineups, F-150 is at the top of the list. No matter which you choose, gas, the Power Boost Hybrid, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning Truck, you'll have the power, performance, and smart tech needed to tackle your projects. Take it from me, Andy Burcham. Auburn fans know that a winning game plan starts with Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. The seasoning is so satisfying. It's what I needed, but I didn't know that I needed it. You get the toasted bun and the delicious crispy chicken. They add this fun mix with that zesty pickle. It's bold and tasty. I would give it an A+. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guest paid for their testimonial.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Auburn is dedicated to its mission of transforming medical students into caring, compassionate physicians. VCOM partners with Auburn University for student activities, shared learning experiences, and research opportunities. Students are instructed in a hands-on learning environment by outstanding faculty members that are dedicated to student success. VCOM is working to improve the health of Alabama's citizens by increasing the number of primary care physicians throughout the state, especially in rural and underserved areas. Find out more at vcom.edu.
You're listening to Auburn Football. Visit OutdoorAlabama.com to find your next adventure. Go hunt, go fish, get outdoors. Now, back to more of the Outdoor Alabama Countdown to Kickoff.
And we welcome you back to Bryant Denny Stadium, Saban Field. It's a beautiful afternoon for football. It will be cool by the time this game is over tonight as the Auburn Tigers get ready to face the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with former Auburn quarterback Jason Campbell, our entire Auburn Sports Network crew, I'm Andy Burcham. Glad to be with you on this day of Auburn football in the Iron Bowl. All right, we're going to have our 4 keys to the game coming up in just a few moments here. We'll talk about Auburn's keys offensively and defensively. Let's talk about special teams here today, Jason. A week ago, it was a bit of a struggle for Oscar Chapman punting-wise, but I don't know how many times he perhaps saved the day with the way he was handling Auburn's field goals and extra points as far as being Auburn's holder in the ball game last week.
That's what people always miss, right? And when you're watching special teams and field goals, everyone see the center snap the ball, but no one, and see the kicker kicks the ball, but no one really understand them. The most important person is the holder. And last week, Chapman had to field 2 that was kind of skipped the ground a little bit to set those kicks up for us to have a chance to even go into overtime. So Oscar Chapman last week struggled punting the ball, but paid huge dividends in holding the ball for field goals.
Auburn came from behind in the final seconds to force overtime. Auburn won the game in 4 overtimes last week. It was a huge game for Auburn because of just confidence. Auburn had lost these kind of games on a couple of occasions this year. What was the breakthrough? What was the breakthrough for Auburn a week ago?
This time the guys felt different. We went up 21-0, and then we fought back. We scored again, and they went up 28-24. And then everyone was kind of looking for the Auburn team from early in the year, right? Are we going to be the team to kind of fold in the biggest moment at the end of the game? And we learned how to lose those games. And then you saw that senior leadership. You saw those guys. You saw Thorne step up. You saw KLS step up. You saw all these guys that Eugene Asante step up on defense. Players started making plays, and they denied themselves from losing that football game last week. And it was a determination, Andy. Like, when our defense went back on the field and they helped those guys to 3 and out, and then all of a sudden we get the ball with a minute something to go down to score. And there was no doubt the way these guys played that we were going to go down and try to win this football game.
Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Jason, what are your Ford keys to today's game?
And we're on the road today. When you're playing in big rivalry games, you got to show up and you got to start fast. We got to jump on this Alabama team quick and try to put some doubt in their minds and let them know that this is a game they don't want to play today. Number 2 for me, neutralize Milroe. Milroe is the key to everything that Alabama does offensively. He can run the ball. You got to gang tackle him, and he also can throw it, eliminate the big play. Number 3 for me, you got to win the line of scrimmage in big games like this. Offensively and defensive line, you got to come ready to play and get ready to be dirty, because this is the type of game that this called to be. And number 4 for me is eliminate the big play of Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is the guy that kind of hits you over top. You saw the Georgia game here earlier in the season. He was able to kind of spring game that game open to help Alabama win. So you got to eliminate his big play ability.
All right, let's take that one step further with regard to Jalen Milroe. Obviously, controlling him has got to be one of Auburn's keys. It's one of your Ford keys to the game. How does Auburn do that today for a guy that is as good with his feet as he is with his arm?
Well, you know, they always say create pressure on quarterbacks, right? Sometimes you got to know how to create pressure on certain quarterbacks. Milroe's the type of guy, if you blitz him in the inside, that means your outside rushers can't get caught inside, because then he can escape you outside the pocket. So if you blitz him up the middle, your outside guys, this is the type of game you may not get 4 or 5 sacks if you're the defensive end, but you may keep him in the pocket and allow our defensive backs to be able to run with their receivers. But you cannot let this guy get outside the pocket where he is most dangerous.
All right, let's get Brad Law with us. A check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, Bradford.
Okay, Andy, rivalry Saturday, and already some unbelievable drama throughout college football. In the SEC, 15th-ranked South Carolina goes into Clemson and outscores the Tigers 10-0 in the fourth quarter. South Carolina scores a come-from-behind victory at Clemson, 17-14. By the way, that's a home favorite in Clemson that went down at home to a rival. Another big home favorite that has gone down at home to a rival. That's Ohio State. Second-ranked Buckeyes missed 2 field goals in the game. Michigan kicks a field goal with inside a minute to go. Wolverines beat the Buckeyes 13-10. That's 4 straight wins for Michigan over Ohio State. In the SEC today, one game that's still underway. That's 8th-ranked Tennessee. Volunteers putting the finishing touches on their win at Vanderbilt. Vols lead 36-23. Couple of, or rather 4 passing touchdowns for Nico Iamaleava. And Kentucky has fallen 41-14. Louisville went into Lexington and dominated start to finish in that rivalry game. Andy, that's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. You've got your 2:30 wave of games just getting set to kick off, including Arkansas at Missouri. We'll continue to keep you posted on the Yellowwood scoreboard throughout our game today.
All right, Brad, thank you. Auburn's College of Veterinary Medicine is one of the country's preeminent institutions for veterinary education, research, and comprehensive medical care for animals. Students train alongside world-renowned clinicians and researchers in one of the nation's most advanced teaching hospitals and innovative research programs. Learn more at vetmed.auburn.edu. Jason, you have been here twice as a starting quarterback, 2-0 as a starting quarterback here. What is a key to win here in Tuscaloosa?
Well, number one, you got to come in here. You got to play extremely hard. You got to leave it all out in the field. But the main thing for me, and as a quarterback, is try to protect the football at all costs. But if you do make a mistake, cause an effort, or trying to make a play, you got to quickly put that play behind you and keep going in this ball game. There's so much plays that are going to be made out here today on both sides. But the main thing as a quarterback, though, you got to make sure everybody else is going to be overwhelmingly excited. There's going to be a lot of joy and back and forth. The quarterback, you got to neutralize everybody else. You got to make sure that your guys are locked in and not getting those 15-yard penalties for personal foul plays, all those type of things. It's okay to get excited. It's okay to play with emotions, but don't let your emotions get in front of the football team.
The confidence level for this Auburn team after the win at Texas A&M, how does it manifest itself here today?
That's a huge victory last week. It changes your whole mindset coming into this ball game today. Number one, it keeps Auburn lives afloat as far as trying to get into a bowl game. So now you come here today for all the marbles to try to make it and get some extra practice time in and get a chance to get in a bowl game and try to win that game to at least come out with a winning season. Alabama's on the edge now of the playoffs, looking inside. So they're hoping that they can try to get Auburn today and hope somebody else will fall for them to have an opportunity. So this game today, it means a lot for both football teams. I can't wait to see these guys come out here and play and see what happens.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, because one of those teams that has already helped itself today with regard to the playoffs is that South Carolina team. That win against Clemson certainly puts them in the picture as an at-large bid right now to the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a big win for South Carolina to go into Clemson and to win that football game. For most of the game that we watched, it seemed like Clemson was in control of that game, but then South Carolina found a way to win the fourth quarter. Rivalry games, you have to win the fourth quarter. You've been seeing it all day. Michigan beating Ohio State in the fourth quarter. Louisville going on the road beating Kentucky in Kentucky. So it's not always home field advantage when you play in these rivalry games. It can be anywhere. It's whoever decides they want to come out and punch somebody else in the mouth is the team's going to win.
Your Auburn starting lineups are on the way. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com. Paid for by the U.S. Department of the Navy in partnership with Blue Forge Alliance.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
I've always wanted to learn how to hunt and fish, but I didn't know where to begin. OutdoorAlabama.com helped me get started. There I learned the basics of hunting and fishing, including what's in season and which license to buy. You can even sign up for classes to help you become a successful hunter or angler. Now I'm confident in the woods or on the water. What are you waiting for? Learn more at OutdoorAlabama.com. Go hunt, go fish, get outdoors. This message was brought to you by the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources.
This is Auburn football, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for the Tigers. Defensive line.
Kildrick Falk, Highland Home High School.
Isaiah Ricks, Woodbury, New Jersey, St. Augustine Prep High School.
Malik Blockton, Montgomery, Alabama, Pike Road High School.
Jalen McLeod, Washington, D.C., Friendship Collegiate.
Linebackers.
Eugene Asante, Alexandria, Virginia, Westfield High School.
Austin Keys, Taylorsville, Mississippi, Seminary High School.
Durham Mausi, Detroit, UD Jesuit.
Secondary.
Jalen Crawford, Atlanta, Georgia, Parkview High School. Kayan Lee, Atlanta, Georgia, Cedar Grove High School.
Jaron Thompson, Lufkin, Texas, Lufkin High.
Caleb Harris, Bessemer, Alabama, Thompson High School.
Offensive line.
Dylan Wade, Houston, Texas, South Falls.
Braden Joyner, Anderson, Alabama, Auburn High School.
Connor Liu, Kennesaw, Georgia, Kennesaw Mountain High School.
Jeremiah Wright, Selma, Alabama, Selma High School.
Isaiah Miller, Memphis, Tennessee, Wooddale High School.
Receivers.
Malcolm Simmons, Montgomery, Alabama, Benjamin Russell.
Cam Coleman, Phoenix City, Alabama, Central High School, Phoenix City.
Keandre Lambert Smith, Norfolk, Virginia, Moore High School.
Tight ends.
Rivaldo Fairweather, Lauderhill, Florida, Boyd Anderson High School.
Running backs.
Jarquez Hunter, Philadelphia, Mississippi, Neshoba Central High School.
Quarterback.
Peyton Thorne, Naperville, Illinois, Naperville Central High School.
Special teams.
Reed Hughes, Conway, Arkansas, Conway High School. Oscar Chapman, Adelaide, South Australia, Prince Alfred College. Towns Magoo, Auburn, Alabama, Auburn High School. Ian Bashan, Huntsville, Alabama, Madison Academy.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. You've been listening to the Outdoor Alabama Countdown to Kickoff on the Auburn Sports Network. Now, it's game time. Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn football is brought to you by Ford. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app and score big before the game begins. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A. By Cook's Pest Control. Score superior protection from pests and termites by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers. And by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. Let's go back to Bryant Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa with Will Herring on the sidelines alongside Jason Campbell. Here's the voice of the Auburn Tigers, Andy Burcham.
It's a beautiful day for football as the Auburn Tigers get ready to face the Alabama Crimson Tide, and your game day weather is brought to you by Sensoryne, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensoryne with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Contact today at sensoryne.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. At game time today, 51 degrees and sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky. West winds at 3 miles per hour. We'll send it downstairs. Will Herring has this Cook's Pest Control sideline reports.
Thanks, Andy. Yes, you mentioned a beautiful day for football. One thing I'll note is to keep an eye on the field conditions. As these guys are cutting and planting, coming in and out of their routes, the field turf appears to be coming up, tearing a little bit. The end zones have very little to no grass, so short yardage backed up against the goal line. It'll be interesting to see how this field holds up, particularly in the end zones, but even out in the field turf is just, I mean, we're used to being in Jordan Hare, Andy, and I'm going to be honest, right now I'm a little skeptical.
All right, Jason Campbell, going to be a great atmosphere here today as the Auburn Tigers get ready for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Going to be a little bit on the cool side, and it'll be probably cold by the time this ball game is over tonight. Early keys for this one. I think it's imperative, and you've talked about it, to get off to a good start. Whether Auburn's on offense or defense here today, what is that key? Let's start, first of all, from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, from an offensive standpoint, you want to make sure you're getting positive yards on first downs. Auburn has done really well this season where we haven't put ourselves in a situation where we lose yardage on first down. So I expect us to get a heavy dose of Jarquez Hunter on first downs, but also watch out for Peyton Thorne, utilize him in the run game, but get yourself to those third and short manageable situations. That's where your RPO game becomes really effective, and it keeps the defenses on their heels.
Auburn has come out onto the playing surface here at Saban Field. The Stormtrooper white tops and bottoms, blue numerals, the orange trim. Auburn with the classic white Auburn helmet, the AU on the side. Alabama about to come out. All right, defensively, what's a early key here tonight?
Yeah, defensively, don't get overly aggressive and allow Ryan Williams and those guys to sneak behind you on a deep post route or a deep go route. Make sure you're under control, but the biggest thing today is defensive line, contain Milroe. Keep him inside the pocket. Don't let him get outside where he's most comfortable, and they always got to do the first thing first is shut down their run game and make them one-dimensional.
It is a different running game for Alabama this year because primarily it's Jalen Milroe running the football for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, Milroe's a big guy, man. You're thinking about a kid that's 6'2", 225 pounds. Like, he's bigger than most running backs that you see in college football, and he can throw the football as well. So he's a guy that stirs the drink in everything for this Alabama offense. So everything starts with him. You got to make his communication. You got to make things tough on him. You can't show him one look. I expect Coach Durkin to line up in one thing, but also I expect the defensive line to shift a lot today to kind of throw off that offensive line for Alabama.
Very similar, although they're not the same kind of player, but very similar to Vanderbilt, where Diego Pavia was their whole offense. You can say that almost for Jalen Milroe for Alabama.
Yeah, you can definitely say that for Milroe. He has more rushing yards than their leading rusher, James Miller. You know, he has 107 carries to 557 yards. Milroe has 135 carries to 615 yards rushing with 17 touchdowns rushing. So they go to show you that they don't mind running him a lot. So the thing is, defense of the day is when you hit him, you got to make sure he knows it because he's a tough guy. He can get back up and continue to bounce back and continue to lead his football team, but you got to make it hard for him today by disguising looks. But everybody just play your assignment. Today is assignment football when you're playing against a quarterback like this.
All right, both of the team captains are heading to midfield. Auburn's team captains, Luke Deal, Eugene Asante, Jeremiah Wright, and Peyton Thorne. The toss of the coin presented by Key of Auburn, where you're always number one. We'll send it down to Will Herring.
side is tails. Auburn, you are the visitors. What is your call? Tails. The call is tails. It is heads. You have won the toss. Defer, which way would you like to kick? All right, switch sides, guys.
All right, Andy, Alabama has won the toss. They've chose to defer. This Auburn offense is going to be getting it. Let's see if we can stay in rhythm, stay ahead of the chains. Let's get some points on the board. Back to y'all.
All right, Auburn will defend the north end zone here at Bryant Denny Stadium. Alabama will kick out of the south. And so it's Auburn on offense early on here today, Jason. And again, you got to continue the momentum that this Auburn team of late with 2 100-yard receivers and Jarquez Hunter with 2 straight 100-yard rushing games. Can he get to that point here today against this vaunted Alabama defense?
Well, Jarquez is going to have a big day in order for us to have a chance today. The reason Jarquez is so important is he sucks up the 8th man in the box, which Alabama has to put that safety in there, which allows those one-on-one matchups outside with Lambert Smith, Cam Coleman against the Alabama defense. So you got to expect us to try to run the football, run it successfully today, stick with it. Don't go away from it, but also allow Cam and the KLS to make those one-on-one great plays. Thorne, leave the ball in bounds on those go balls. Let these guys go up and get it. But I like the aspect of us getting the ball first, because if we're able to score first, Andy, this team coming off a 24-3 loss last week to Oklahoma. You want their crowd to kind of get against them a little bit and everything. So in order to do that is get up on them and make it uneasy.
Take a look, if you're watching along with us today, they're 2 linebackers, Jihad Campbell and Deontay Lawson. Campbell, 97 tackles, 10.5 for loss with 5 sacks. He leads Alabama in every one of those categories. And Lawson, 6'2", 239, a redshirt junior from Mobile, 76 tackles, 6.5 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. I mean, these guys are big time in the middle of that defense.
Yeah, that big time defense. Deontay Lawson, you're talking about one of preseason first team All-SEC semifinalists for the Buckets Award. Also, Jahad Campbell, he's also a semifinalist for the Buckets Award. So you're talking about 2 guys on the inside that know how to play the game of football. They're downhill linebackers. We got to try to outquick them with some of the speed that we have in our backfield. But these guys, no bones about it, they can definitely play football, along with the safety Malachi Moore, who's another preseason first-team All-SEC.
It will be Jeremiah Cobb to receive. He's back at the goal line. Connor Talty will kick it off, their kickoff specialist. Sean Jackson, the up man for Auburn, puts a toe into it. It's very high and very short. Jackson comes up, takes it at the 20, and it goes out of bounds just beyond the 20-yard line. So Auburn first down and 10. First and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Tigers. Peyton Thorne at quarterback, 175 of 276 for 2,412 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions this year. First and 10 for Auburn at the 21-yard line. Tigers playing a little bit in the shade right now on a very sunny day at Bryant Denny. Cam Coleman wide to the left. That's the short side of the field. A trio of receivers wide right, an empty set for the quarterback. Thorne back to throw. Now going to run it. Thorne 25 and slides, and they'll put him down just beyond the 27-yard line, a 5-yard gain on first down for Peyton Thorne.
A really good job of Peyton Thorne. First snap of the game, Auburn tried to take a shot play. Alabama doing a really good job of backing their defense up, but Peyton did the smart thing. He took the ball down and took what the defense gave him, gain of 5.
Second down at the 36-yard line for the Tigers. Thorne out of the gun. Jarquez Hunter flanks him to the right. Jarquez, first carry, hit at the line of scrimmage. Stays on his feet, and he got a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Auburn. Jarquez Hunter on the season, 1,174 yards and 8 touchdowns. And here's 3rd down and 4 for Auburn. Line to gain is the 31. Thorne walks to the line of scrimmage, talks to his line. Play clock at 18 as he settles back in the shotgun. A trio of receivers to the right, Cam Coleman, the lone man to the left of the Auburn offense. Now Jarquez Hunter flanks Thorne to his left, and Fairweather comes in motion. Thorne drops the throw with some pressure. Thorne eludes the first man, rolls to his right, directs, he throws it up the sideline and overthrows Keandre Lambert-Smith. Auburn looking for a holding penalty that's not going to come, not today. And the Tigers will go 3 and out on the first drive of the ball game.
Yeah, I thought when Peyton throwing way to KLS to go deep, I thought the Alabama defender kind of tucked him a little bit, but you're not going to get that call here today.
Chapman out to punt for the Tigers. Ryan Williams is the deep man for Alabama. He stands at the Alabama 30, and Chapman punts it away. End over end, Williams with the catch at the 34-yard line up the Auburn boundary. And out of bounds, and Alabama first down and 10. Reed Hughes, the snapper, made the stop for the Tigers, and here comes Alabama. Jalen Milroe, 6'2", 225, redshirt junior from Katy, Texas. 2,396 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 615 yards, and 17 more touchdowns running for Jalen Milroe. First down for Alabama, out to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Alabama got good field position right now. See if Auburn defense decide to play 8-man box and force a one possession passing game.
Handoff up the middle, tailback across the 45-yard line, and they'll mark him down at the 47-yard line. 6-yard gain on first down for Alabama. Philip Bleedy on the stop for the Tigers.
And what you're going to see a lot today is two great young men in this SEC, Ryan Williams and Jay Crawford. Watch out for that matchup today outside on the island.
Jam Miller, the tailback, flanks Milroe on second down. Miller tries to get to the outside, immediately taken down on the play. Keldrick Falk with the tackle for loss for the Tigers.
Yeah, great job of Keldrick Falk shutting his blocker and getting outside, stopping Miller. Miller, they want to get him outside. Great job for creating a -3 loss.
Back to the 44-yard line. So third down for Alabama, the Crimson Tide. 46% on third down this season. Ball at the 44. Third down and 8 for the Crimson Tide. Milroe to throw. Gets a little bit of pressure, throws it across the middle. It is complete. Close to the first down. The tight end, Josh Cuevas, with the catch.
They're giving him a first down. I thought it was a half a yard short for a second.
Alabama quickly back to the line of scrimmage in Auburn territory at the 48. Miller the carry. And Falk was the first man there for the Tigers. He gets to just shy of the 45-yard line. They tried to collapse the right side of that offensive line, but Falk was able to make the tackle.
Yeah, Alabama trying to go quick and catch us in an odd man defense.
Empty set, Milroe hit as he throws, incomplete. Pass intended for Jeremy Bernard. It was Sylvester Smith that came on the blitz for the Tigers out of the safety spot.
Great disguise by the Auburn defense. Alabama trying to go quick. They move up Sylvester Smith on the line of scrimmage after Milroe made his call. Almost made a hit and fumble. Milroe fortunate enough to get rid of that football.
3rd and 7 for Alabama. Just shy of the Auburn 45-yard line. A trio of receivers wide right, a single receiver wide left from the left hash mark for Alabama. Milroe, as Auburn brings an extra man, he throws it across the middle. It is complete at the Auburn 30, ball loose. Auburn falls on it. Now, was he down? I think Auburn's going to get this ball. Yeah, Auburn has it. Fumbled at the 30, fumbled to the 26, and Auburn has a fumble recovery. Now the question is, was it a catch for Alabama? It has been ruled a catch and a fumble recovery for Auburn.
Yeah, definite catch, but great job by Caleb Harris of coming in, getting the initial hit on Ryan Williams. Because he wasn't down yet. He landed on top of Caleb Williams. The ball was coming out as he was landing on top of Caleb Harris.
And Auburn takes over, first down and 10 at the Tiger 27-yard line.
Yeah, as he was falling down, he hit the ball hit the hand of Caleb Harris, and ball was coming out. Should be Auburn football.
They're going to get a full look at that one. Don't think we're going to get a review. Not yet, anyway. First down for Auburn. At the 27. Now we get the review.
The ruling on the field is a catch, fumble, and recovered by the defense. The previous play is under video review.
Replay reviews are brought to you by Auburn's Houston Clinic. Since 1948, the Houston Clinic has been the preeminent leader in both surgical and non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine treatment. and Solutions. Visit Houston.com, HUGHSTON.com. We'll give you the results of this review when we return. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts, cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check the kickoff time first, before showing up at the stadium.
What? The slot's full already? You said kickoff was at 3. It was last week.
That's not how it works, Bob. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If the loosest slots and most free play are what you like, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Replay review continues near the Alabama sideline. Daniel Gautreaux is our referee today. CBNS Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since they began in 1906. Visit cbsbank.com, member FDIC, equal housing
After
lender.
video review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Auburn.
Auburn is 75-40 when it forces a turnover since 2013, and 46-15 when it forces multiple turnovers over that span. A fumble recovery by Eugene Asante gives Auburn the ball first and 10 at its own 27-yard line.
Yeah, last time Auburn had the football on third down, Alabama decided to come out to Hayden Thorne. I wonder next time we get a 3rd and 4 or 5 situation, Auburn choose to go quick game and try to cut block some of those guys a little bit, but get the ball out of Peyton Thorne's hand quick to one-on-one matchups outside.
Malcolm Simmons, Keandre Lambert-Smith wide right, Cam Coleman wide left. From the 27, ball between the hashes. Peyton Thorne in the shotgun, flanking him to his left is Jarquez Hunter on first down from the 27. Play action and a rollout by Thorne. He's going to keep it across the 30, angles to the sideline, gets across the 35-yard line. They're going to give him 10 yards on the play. That should be enough for an Auburn first down.
A really good read by Peyton Thorne on the defensive end of Alabama. He crashes down. Peyton Thorne decides to hold the ball himself. Great pickup, great block outside as well.
First and 10 at the Auburn 37 from the left hash mark. Jarquez Hunter, good surge up front. Jarquez squirts through. He's to the 45, to the outside 50, and to the Alabama 45 before he's finally forced out of bounds at the Alabama 44. Justin Jefferson made the stop, but what a carry by Jarquez Hunter. He gets 19 yards on the play. Auburn in Alabama territory for the first time today at the Alabama 44. Handoff again, Jarquez Hunter. Cuts back, gets a yard or two, maybe a yard on the play to the 43 where Damani Jackson makes the stop, the junior out of San Diego. Auburn right back to the line of scrimmage. Now Auburn will substitute as Rivaldo Fairweather comes in, and Luke Deal is a bit hobbled as he comes off the field. 2nd and 9 for Auburn at the Alabama 43-yard line. Play clock at 14. Thorne settles back into the shotgun. From the right hash mark. Thorne to throw, looks to the Alabama boundary. Now flushed right, he throws the ball away into the Alabama sideline.
Yeah, I thought Thorne kind of got off his progression a little bit too soon on that one. Auburn offensive line did a really good job of picking up the pressure from Alabama, which create one-on-one matchup. I thought he had Cam Coleman on a little skinny dig route almost. Just got to hang in there. Also got one-on-one to the boundary of KLS.
All right, here's 3rd down and 9 for Auburn. From the right hash mark at the Alabama 43. Thorne settles back in the shotgun, play clock at 9. The snap. Payton drops to throw. Now rolls to his left. He throws. Pass complete. Rivaldo Fairweather inside the 25 near the 21-yard line. Fairweather for 23 yards and an Auburn first down.
Nice play by Payton Thorne. Didn't like what he saw initially. Want to go to KLS. Alabama rolled the coverage over top. Good job of improvising. Keep his eyes downfield, catching Fairweather over the middle.
First down for the Tigers. This drive continues. Send trips right. Thorne rolls that way, throws it high to Malcolm Simmons. And Simmons is immediately taken down. Auburn tried to set up the wide receiver screen. No chance for Malcolm Simmons to do anything after he caught that ball.
Yeah, well defended by Alabama. Thorne pulled it. Thought he may get outside pocket. Alabama defensive end played him really well. Tried to get the ball out to Simmons on the edge. But that play just well defended.
2nd and 9, a 1-yard gain. Auburn scrimmages from the Alabama 21. Simmons and Coleman set up inside the left hash mark. Fairweather comes in motion to the Auburn boundary. Thorne going to keep it, and he's going to pay the price. Alabama was ready for that one. Quay Rousseau, redshirt freshman out of Montgomery, made the stop for the Crimson Tide. And here's another 3rd down and a 9 situation for Auburn.
The 3rd and 9 situation, Auburn got to understand you're in field goal range. Can't lose yardage on this situation. Thorne also, you may get a one-on-one matchup to the boundary with KLS.
Now he's set up. Now it comes into the slot off the right side of the offensive line. Trips to the left. Fairweather, Simmons, and Coleman. That's to the Auburn boundary. Ball in between the hashes. Now Fairweather in motion to the right. Sets up in the slot with KLS. They bring extra. The throw is to Fairweather, and he fumbled the ball out of bounds. And they're going to rule it an incomplete pass. I thought Fairweather tried to turn. Well, one of the officials coming up from the back ruled it incomplete. It is a complete catch or complete pass. It is incomplete. And it will be a field goal attempt for the Tigers. It will be a 36-yarder for Ian Vachon, sophomore out of Huntsville. Now back it up. Now it will be a 39-yard field goal attempt by Vachon from the right hash mark. An opportunity for Auburn to be the first to get on the scoreboard. The snapper is Reed Hughes. Oscar Chapman will hold it. Vachon 4 of 5 on field goals this season. Snap down. Kick is on the way by Vachon. And he missed it. He pulled it wide left. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. An opportunity for Auburn to get on the board first, but the field goal attempt by Vachon was wide left. 7:54 to go in the first quarter of play. Auburn and Alabama are scoreless from Bryant Denny Stadium. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $359 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 2nd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3658 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the bold flavors. It's very savory. And that golden crispy outside of the sandwich just lets me know that it's going to be so perfectly juicy on the inside.
I'm I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. You get the tenderness of the chicken and that zesty pickle. It's savory and tasty. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey Auburn fans, it's Coach Freeze. Few plays are more exciting than the sack. For every Auburn sack this season, philanthropic support from our fans will help St. Vincent's invest in recreational equipment for schools around the state. Cultivating a healthy lifestyle early prevents chronic diseases. Please join us by making a donation to SAC Childhood Obesity. Visit stvhsfoundation.org or Eagle.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame.
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Nine-play, 52-yard drive came up empty as the field goal attempt went wide left. No score. Auburn, Alabama. Crimson Tide ball at the 21. Quickly down for a Cook's Pest Control sideline report with Will Herring.
Yeah, guys, a great job with the RPO game, taking what the defense is giving you. Let's keep an eye on this near side corner. They're playing like 9 or 10 yards off Cam Coleman. See if we don't come back to a slant, out route, something quick to get the ball out of Peyton's hands, make the corners come up and respect the short stuff so we can then stretch the field offensively.
Jalen Milroe was 2 of 3 on that first drive for 27 yards, but one of those completions was fumbled to Eugene Asante. Crimson Tide with the ball for the second time today, starts at the 21. From the left hash mark. Trips to the wide side of the field. That's the right side for the Crimson Tide. Milroe drops the throw out of the shotgun, floats it across the middle, passes open to a tight end, out across the 40-yard line. They'll give him the 41-yard line. Josh Cuevas again.
Yeah, Auburn got caught in man.
C.J. Dupree.
Auburn got caught in man coverage, and Eugene Asante got his eyes in the backfield, forgot the tight end on that play.
First down, out 2. Alabama with the ball. Milroe goes down the left sideline, passes incomplete. Intended for Jeremy Bernard. Defended by Kayan Lee. Good defense by Lee. Coverage that time. And it's second down and 10 for Alabama at its 41-yard line.
Yeah, Kayan Lee doing a good job there, playing in front of the receiver. Seeing that ball in the air. Great job of getting in front of Jeremy Bernard.
Second and 10 from the 41. Miller, the tailback, flanks Milroe as Bernard sets up in the slot to the left. Auburn brings an extra man, and Jam Miller taken down behind the line of scrimmage. About a half-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, I like the play of Auburn defense. You bring in Sylvester Smith on the line of scrimmage just in case Milroe decides to keep it. He's not blitzing just to go sack the quarterback, but he's being there to force Milroe back inside if he does decide to keep it where his help is coming inside out.
Jalen McLeod with the stop for Auburn. Here's third down and 10 for the Crimson Tide. From the left hash, double wide receiver left. A single receiver to the Auburn boundary. Milroe to throw, flag is down. Milroe fumbled the football. Alabama recovered it at the 42-yard line. Again, a flag thrown on the play. Falk was the one that brought down Milroe. But let's get the call from
a false start.
Daniel Gautreaux. Well, Auburn will certainly turn this one down.
Formation. Offense, number 57 was not lined up on the line of scrimmage. The penalty is declined. Fourth down.
That's Elliott Pritchett. Auburn was able to force the fumble. Alabama recovered it, and Auburn is about to get the ball back offensively.
Yeah, great job by this defense coming out here. Keldrick Falk rushing the passer. Milroe slides inside. Keldrick Falk with those long arms reaching out there, knocking the ball out of Milroe's hands.
Malcolm Simmons back at the Auburn 15 to take this punt from James Burnip. Fair catch called for by Simmons back at the 8-yard line. Well, Auburn has forced fumbles on the first 2 drives of the ball game. A 42-yard, make that a 50-yard punt by Burnett. When you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of their Belgian-style wheat ale is crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try the new Blue Moon Light, Blue Moon non-alcoholic. Check your local store for Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Auburn with the ball. First down and 10 for the Tigers. 6:35 in the first. No score between Auburn and Alabama as Auburn football continues in a moment.
At Country Financial, we make insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, our representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
When we say we're an everything school, we mean it. Auburn University isn't just home to the best athletics program in the nation, it's also home to the best student-centered engineering experience in America. And that's not just a slogan, it's a promise. The Samuel Ginn College of Engineering ranks as the top engineering college in the state of Alabama, while also ranking as one of the best public engineering colleges in the nation. Tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and world changers begin at the Ginn College of Engineering. Visit today, eng.auburn.edu.
Wada Wings from Whataburger are tossed in honey butter, honey barbecue, sweet and spicy buffalo, and now for a limited time, try our new Nashville hot sauce. Now, we know some people are going to say these premium chicken tender bites are not real wings. And to that we say, so what? It's okay to be deliciously incorrect. Butterflies aren't made of butter, French fries are not from France, and your daddy's famous pork butt, not actually butt. Boneless Wada Wings from Whataburger. Get them Nashville hot for a limited time, no matter what you call them.
Wada Wings. Wada Wings. Whataburger, Wada Wings. Wada Wings.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
You're listening to the Iron Bowl on the Auburn Sports Network, featuring Will Herring, Jason Campbell, and the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
First down for Auburn at its 9-yard line after the Tigers forced the punt. Auburn has forced 2 fumbles, one recovered by Auburn. Tigers drove, but missed on a 39-yard field goal attempt in the last drive. What worked well offensively for that drive, Jason?
Yeah, what worked well was Peyton Thorne's legs. He did a really good job in the RPO game of watching the defensive end crash backside and keeping that ball getting outside. And he was able to keep his eyes downfield, catching fair weather on that 3rd down to help create an opportunity for us to get in field goal range. But I'd like to see him on those 3rd downs keep his eyes to the field versus the blitz look from Alabama, because you're getting those one-on-one matchups outside with the inside slant wide open.
Luke Deal back in the ball game, sets up in the slot to the left. Auburn scrimmages from the left hash mark, and now they flip it, and Deal goes to the right behind the tackle. Auburn in the pistol, Jarquez Hunter behind Peyton Thorne. First down from the Tiger 9. Play action throw, pass incomplete. Cam Coleman got a hand on the ball, but could not bring it in at the 13-yard line.
DeMonte Jackson sitting on the hitch all day on that play. That time he didn't even move he didn't even backstep. I understand that Auburn might try to throw a quick hitch out to Cam Coleman.
2nd and 10 for Auburn from the 9. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Malcolm Simmons set up in the slot to the right. Cam Coleman in the slot to the left. Now the flip is made, and Deal joins Coleman almost to the Auburn boundary outside the numbers from the left hash mark. 2nd and 10. They flip it to Coleman. Gets a block from Deal, but Coleman gets across the 10, and they'll take him out of bounds at the 11. So a 2-yard gain for Auburn. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah,
right back to the line. Double wide receivers right, single receiver, and Coleman to the left from the left hash mark. Play clock at 20 as Thorne walks to the line of scrimmage, talks to his offensive line, and Deal now sets up as a fullback for the Tigers. The snap to Peyton Thorne. Steps and he throws. Downfield, Simmons, incomplete. Pass was nearly intercepted on the play by Malachi Moore, the safety out of Trussville.
Malachi Moore, the preseason first-team All-SEC safety. Right there, I like to see Peyton. You see drop zone like that by the Alabama defense. Those corners and safeties are sinking. That means your outside receiver probably sitting alone on the outside. I like to see him peek down the middle, but then bring his eyes to KLS sitting on the sidelines over there wide open.
Threw up the seam into double coverage, and Auburn goes 3 and out. Xavier Brown now the deep man. Excuse me. Ryan Williams, the deep man for Alabama. Chapman punts it away. High bounce at midfield. Alabama's going to get good field position here.
You see Oscar Chapman trying to angle those punts away from Ryan Williams, the stellar young man for Alabama, the big-time receiver playmaker from Mobile, Alabama. You don't mind it. You lose a couple yardage, and then when you angle those punts, but you rather give up that than give up a big, huge play with this guy return skills.
Alabama 1st and 10, though, at its 48. Pair of receivers to the wide side of the field. That's the Auburn boundary for the Crimson Tide. And Oots, the tight end, in the slot left. Handoff, tailback, left side, Jam Williams, Auburn territory. Stiff arms a man and goes out of bounds on a 1st down carry. They'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Austin Keys was the one that finally was able to get Jam Miller out of bounds.
Yeah, Miller gave a big stiff arm to Caleb Harris, who's a sure tackler for the most part. Just those running backs able to get those arms out there. You can't get to their body, but big hit by Austin Keys on the sideline.
1st down and 10 for Alabama at the Auburn 38-yard line. C.J. Dupree sets up in a slot in the tight end, double tight ends. Pump fake, they throw to Oots, their 3rd tight end, to make a catch. Oots is able to get to the Auburn 35-yard line. They'll give him the 34-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. Keys and Mausi on the double team stop.
Yeah, Keys and Mausi's got to hit that big tight end for Alabama. Guy weighing 6'4", 270 pounds.
6th catch of the year for Oots. 2nd and 5. Tailback with the carry. Stood up at the line, but keeps them pile moving forward. And he gets to the 31-yard line, about 3 yards shy of a 1st down, make it 2.5 yards shy. Isaiah Rakes, senior from Woodbury, New Jersey, made the stop. 3rd and short for the Crimson Tide.
This is where Auburn got to be very careful. Milroe, the leading rusher on this Alabama football team. You have to make sure that you're paying attention to him on keeping his ball if they run some form of RPO game with him and Miller.
Jam Miller is the tailback. Flanks Milroe to his right. A double tight end set for the Crimson Tide on 3rd and 3. And it is Milroe with the carry. 1st down and more inside the Auburn 20. They'll give him the 19-yard line.
Yeah, they really just ran a power play with Milroe. They faked the ball to Miller. Miller become the lead blocker inside. Milroe able to pick up 11 yards on that carry.
To the Auburn 19. Alabama now 2 of 5 on 3rd down today. At the 19, 1st down. That's the Auburn 19. First time in the red zone for the Crimson Tide. Milroe turns, tries to get to the boundary. He does. 15 to the 10 to the 5. He is in for the touchdown.
That's what we talked about, Andy, is not letting Milroe get outside the edge. If you're playing containment, if you're Jaron Thompson, you got to come up a lot faster than that. This guy's 225 pounds and run just as fast as you do. If you get caught out of position, you see what happens. This guy's able to turn the corner and get a touchdown for Alabama.
18th touchdown carry of the year for Milroe, a 19-yarder. And the Crimson Tide on the board first at the 3:18 mark of the 1st quarter. Graham Nicholson, 48 out of 48 in extra points, is out. Burnett the holder. Neelan Hibbett is the snapper for the Crimson Tide. And the extra point is good. Well, Alabama had good field position and took full advantage of it. 3 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter play. Alabama on the board first. Crimson Tide on top of Auburn by a score of 7-0. Auburn had the ball at the 9, went 3 and out. And then Alabama drove for the touchdown as we send it to Brad Law with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard.
Okay, Andy, thank you very much. Missouri gets a touchdown on the board on their in the first quarter of their game against Arkansas. 21st-ranked Tigers lead the Razorbacks 7-0. They're now early in the second there. Up at Happy Valley, Maryland leads 4th-ranked Penn State at the end of the first quarter. It's 7-3 Terps. 5th-ranked Notre Dame has a 7-0 lead at USC. They're early in the second at the Coliseum. 6th-ranked Miami up 2 scores at Syracuse. Now make it 3 as they've just taken it in again. It's 21-0 Miami. SMU leads Cal 21-0 early in the second period as well. A top 10 update on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Andy, back to you.
Brad, 52-yard drive, 5 plays, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. 19-yard run by Jalen Milroe. And the extra point gives Alabama a 7-0 lead as Talty is out to kick it off. Cobb in the end zone will sail over his head, and Auburn will have 1st and 10 at its own 25-yard line.
See if Auburn goes back to the RPO game between Jarquez and Thorne reading that backside in. But at some point, you're going to get some opportunity to hit some of these outside receivers with some of this off coverage that Alabama's giving them.
From the left hash mark, 1st down for Auburn at the Tiger 25-yard line. Alabama on top 7-0 with 3:18 to go in the first quarter of play. Malcolm Simmons, DeAndre Lambert-Smith to the wide side of the field, the Alabama boundary. Cam Coleman at the numbers to the left. Fairweather on the slot. Handoff up the middle. Jarquez Hunter, 30-35, breaks into the open field and driven down at the 45. 20-yard gain for Jarquez Hunter on 1st down for the Tigers.
Hey, great block by Connor Lew. Inside him and Jeremiah Wright.
Auburn right back to the line of scrimmage after the 20-yard gain. Play action by Thorne. Looks and he throws it to the Alabama boundary. It is complete. A 9-yard gain for Keandre Lambert-Smith. Zabian Brown with the stop.
Really good job of Peyton that time. Peeked the seam, wanted a double pump move to Coleman. Didn't like it, came back to KLS.
2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Jarquez Hunter inside of the 40 and driven down at the 40, but that's an Auburn 1st down. Auburn needed 1. Jarquez got 4.5 for an Auburn 1st down.
Yeah, really hard running inside. Good job by the offensive line to get a good push against this big defense in front. For Alabama, you keep getting positive yards like that, you give an opportunity for the safety to come up in the box, which will open up even more opportunities for this Auburn offense.
Damari Alston checks in at the tailback spot on 1st down for Auburn at the Alabama 40. Ball between the hashes. Thorne from the gun. The snap. Play action. Peyton looks. It's a screen to Alston. He is at the 40, 35, 30, 35. 1st down Auburn. Inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Bray Hubbard may have made a touchdown-saving tackle on Damari Alston.
Nice play call by the offense there to get Damari Alston out in space.
At the 25, a 15-yard gain. Thorne now rolls to his right, throws Keandre Lambert-Smith at the 30, or excuse me, the 20, inside the 20. And they'll give him just outside the 18-yard line, 7 yards, in Auburn for the first time today in the Chick-fil-A red zone. And Jarquez checks back into the Auburn backfield, replacing Alston.
Yeah, that's a good, easy play right there. Get Peyton Thorne out on a sprint pass. Easy pick up 7 yards for KLS.
2nd down and 3 for the Tigers from the right hash. Fairweather in motion across the set. Thorne turns, flag is down. From the backfield.
False start. Offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Got the left tackle, Dylan Wade.
Yeah, you got to hold your water in these situations. You're in 3rd and 2, which opens up the playbook in a lot of different scenarios. Now you're looking at yourself. 2nd and 2. Now you're back in 2nd and 7. See if Auburn try to pick up half of this back and create a 3rd and short situation.
KLS was set up wide right. He flips the field now with Malcolm Simmons, who got single coverage from Zabian Brown. Cam Coleman and Keandre Lambert-Smith wide left on the play. On 2nd down and 7 for Auburn at the Alabama 23. From the right hash mark. Now Simmons comes in motion behind the set. Play action, a floater to Malcolm, and he dropped the football.
Yeah, play clock running down on that situation as well. Auburn got to get lined up a lot faster, try to rush Malcolm Simmons. Got to catch that football, though, Malcolm. Get inside. Now it's 3rd and 7. Expect pressure from this Alabama defense. That's what they did the last time Auburn was in this situation. When they do that, they allow field slants to be wide open. See if they decide to bring the same pressure they did earlier in this ball game. See if Malcolm Simmons or tight end Fairweather can get one over the middle.
3rd down and 7 for Auburn. Trips to the wide side of the field, the Auburn boundary. Alabama shows blitz. Alabama rushes 4. They get the ball out quickly. It's Malcolm Simmons, makes the first man miss. Gets inside the 20, down to the 19. Shy of the first down, but gives Auburn a better opportunity if the Tigers want to go for the field goal attempt right here.
Like Coach Freeze going to keep the offense on the field and go for it. After missing the last field goal, looked like there might have been a little something with the hole, but Auburn may just take the clock here and get to the 2nd quarter.
This will likely be the final. That was likely the final play of the first quarter play. And it was. But for a minute, Auburn may try to run a play. They will not. So the first quarter has come to a close in the Iron Bowl. After 1 in Tuscaloosa, Alabama 7, Auburn nothing. Auburn 4th and 4 when play resumes. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjerd Parkway and Wire Road.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Brad Law back in Tuscaloosa. Auburn trails Alabama 7-0. Tigers have it 4th down and 4 at the Crimson Tide 19-yard line when play resumes. In that first quarter, Auburn outgained Alabama 121 total yards to 104. Tigers with 58 yards through the air. Alabama with 52, Tigers with 63 on the ground, Crimson Tide with 52. Field position, the name of the game in that first quarter. Alabama ran a total of 15 plays. 14 of them were outside their own 40-yard line. Their average starting field, or their beginning field position, the 42, the 21, and the 48. Auburn's 4 drives have started at its own 21, 27, 9, and 25. That's the current drive that has the Tigers at the 19 of Alabama facing 4th down when we come back. The in-game recap is presented by Wind Creek Casinos. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games and win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. Tigers with the decision to make. The offense takes the field. As we send you back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Jason Campbell.
4th and 4 for Auburn. The line to gain is the Alabama 15.
Yeah, last time Auburn been in these situations, Andy, Alabama likes to bring the blitz. They brought the blitz both times. on third down, see what they decide to do on fourth down against this Auburn offense.
Auburn 50% on fourth down this year, 9 of 18. Send 3 wide right, single coverage, a single receiver to the short side of the field. Jarquez Hunter, the tailback for the Tigers, flanks Peyton Thorne to his right. Play clock at 5. On 4th and 4. There's the snap. Thorne looks left, now rolls right, has Jarquez in front of him. Flag is down, and Thorne just threw it away on 4th down.
Holding. Offense number 72. The penalty is declined. First down, Alabama.
Boy, penalties on that drive were killers for the Tigers.
Yeah, the 2nd and 2 penalty, false start on the offense, that hurt you. Put you in 2nd and 7 situation, and then a drop on 3rd down. Create his 4th down situation. If you're Peyton, though, you're in those situations, 4th down, just try to take a shot on a one-on-one guy when you scramble outside the pocket.
Boy, even without the penalty, Auburn wasn't going to pick up the first down there.
Right.
All right, first down for Alabama. And it's 19. Crimson Tide lead Auburn 7-0, just the start of things in the second quarter. Milroe turns and he hands the ball to the tailback, Justice Haynes, and Haynes stood up, driven back. They'll give him the 25-yard line, a 6-yard gain on first down.
Haynes has been a really good second back for this Alabama team. 72 carries, 428 yards to 6 touchdowns coming into this ball game.
2nd and 4, the tackle with DeMarcus Riddick. Alabama going with 2 tight ends most of this first quarter play. And Dupree sets up outside the left tackle. Hand off to Haynes again. Tries to pick his way forward, hit behind the line of scrimmage, and dropped by Austin Keys.
Played really well by Austin Keys on the edge, sitting there waiting for that play to come back to him. That's what we talked about, playing assignment football before this game started. That these guys can't overflow. Austin did a really good job of that time of waiting backside for that play to come back to him.
2nd tackle for loss this season for Keys. 3rd and 6 for the Crimson Tide. Alabama 2 of 4 on 3rd down today. Milroe to throw. Auburn with a man in the neutral zone. Free play. Milroe up the sideline. Pass is complete and out of bounds at the Auburn 35-yard line to Jeremy Bernard.
Got a free play, key run, jumped off snap, jumped off sides. Milroe, understanding being a veteran quarterback that he is.
Offsides. Defense number 24. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Auburn shoot themselves in their own foot right now. That was a gain of 22 yards on that fade throw right there.
To the Alabama 45-yard line. First down for the Crimson Tide. Play action. Milroe with time. Floats it down the sideline. Has a man open. Caught and dropped. Oh, that's a touchdown if Ryan Williams holds on to the ball.
That's a great play by Jay Crawford, though, getting a hand in their last minute. We talked about 2 young mid-season All-American players. Jay Crawford, a young talented freshman, versus Ryan Williams. A great play by Jay Crawford. Actually just a drop by Ryan, but I think just a little bit tugged by Jay Crawford.
2nd and 10 for the Crimson Tide at the Alabama 45. Crimson Tide leads 7-0, 13-17 remaining in the second quarter of play. Crimson Tide from the right hash mark. Milroe to throw. Across the middle, incomplete. Intended for the tailback, Jam Miller, and overthrew him. Here's 3rd and 10 for Alabama at its own 45-yard line.
3rd and 10, Auburn bringing in their rush guys. You got Kedrick Falk on the field, Jalen McLeod. Now Keyron Crawford comes back in the game. You also got DeMarcus Riddick in a situation where he's going to spy Milroe if he decides to pull the ball down and run.
Jam Miller stays in at tailback from the right hash. A bunch set for the Crimson Tide. Williams now sets up in the trips to the left side of the line of scrimmage. Milroe looks that way with some time. Throws it. And it's caught by Bernard inside the Auburn 35-yard line. First down for Alabama. Jeremy Bernard has been the primary receiving threat for Alabama so far. 29 yards and a first down into Auburn territory, and a Tiger is down.
Yeah, Milroe gets too much time on 3rd down. sitting back there.
Yeah, Auburn's not getting a lot of pressure. Kayan Lee is the injured Auburn player. Medical reports brought to you by East Alabama Health. Proud to offer emergency care, surgery, and other outpatient surgery or services at even a retail pharmacy at their Auburn Medical Pavilion in the Auburn Research Park. Learn more at eastalabamahealth.org. Timeout on the field. Alabama 7, Auburn nothing. 12:55 to go in the second quarter as Auburn football continues in a moment.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
It's the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I'm Andy Bertram, and today we're talking about the Built Ford Tough F-150. It delivers the power and performance you need to step up in big moments. And with available smart technology like Pro Power Onboard, you'll be game day ready every day. For the latest offers on a new F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If the loosest slots and most free play are what you like, then Wind Creek Wetumpka is your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kayan Lee was briefly in the injury tent, now back out. He was the injured Auburn player. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Alabama now 4 of 6 on third down, including that 26-yard strike to Jeremy Bernard.
Yeah, Auburn's got to find a way on third downs to create more pressure on Milroe, because he's having all time Jalen to sit back there and kind of wait for his guys to win versus one-on-one coverage. That's the only thing about it. You got the one-on-one coverage, but if your quarterback got all day back there to throw the ball, it's hard for anybody to hold up on these guys.
First down for Alabama at the Auburn 32. Crimson Tide leads 7-0, 12:55 to go in the first half at Bryant Denny Stadium. Alabama has gone with a double tight end set almost the entire first half of play. And Jeremy Bernard, a couple catches, 44 yards. Second leading receiver for Alabama coming in. Both tight ends set up in the slot to the right, as does Bernard. Williams in the slot to the left. Milroe pitches the ball. Williams goes down in the backfield. Back at the 38-yard line. Tried to turn the corner and just lost his balance. Eugene Asante will be credited with that tackle for loss.
Yeah, great job by Eugene Asante, setting an edge, got it up the field, understanding that reverse maybe coming back to him is the reason Ryan Williams lost his footing, because he had nowhere to go outside. -5 loss.
Back to the 37, 2nd and 15 for the Crimson Tide. Ball between the hashes. Tight end comes in motion to the Auburn boundary. Milroe on a quarterback draw. Milroe is taken down immediately. I believe that's Keldrick Falk, who got around the knees of the Alabama quarterback. Yep, Falk with the tackle. Excuse me, it is McLeod.
Yeah, Jalen McLeod played a linebacker position on that one where he was sitting inside, and Milroe tried to run that quarterback draw. And McLeod able to meet him at the point of attack. Two-yard
gain, 3rd and 13. Alabama 4 of 6 on third down. Double wide receivers right and left. Jam Miller, the tailback. Milroe looks to the sideline. Play clock is at 6. Now Milroe backs up. Play clock at 3. The snap. Milroe drops to throw with some time. Pump fakes, throws, and
Picked
it is
off.
picked off. Picked off on the play for the Tigers. Caleb Wooden with the interception for the Tigers. He overthrew his man, and Auburn comes up with its 8th interception of the year. That means another $1,000 for Children's of Alabama through the Picks for Kids program. Chick-fil-A donating $1,000 for each Tigers pick. That's 8 interceptions, $8,000 for Children's of Alabama. Eat more chicken and War Eagle from Chick-fil-A.
Great play by Kildred Faulk, though, forcing the overthrow of Milroe, getting in the backfield of Alabama. Couldn't get the sack, but decided to jump up and force that overthrow. And Caleb Wooden, great catch, taking points off the board for Alabama.
Auburn opens at its 9. Double wide receivers right. Malcolm Simmons, Keandre Lambert-Smith, Cam Coleman wide left. Auburn scrimmages from the left hash mark. First down from the 9. Thorne hands it off. And up the middle and out to the 11-yard line. Jarquez Hunter for the Tigers.
And Auburn had some success early in this ball game, getting Jarquez in between the guard and the center.
Hunter's 6th carry of the day for 48 yards in the first half. 2nd and 8 for Auburn from the 11. Jarquez flanks the Auburn quarterback. Jarquez carries again off the left side. Bounces out to the 25 or the 15-yard line. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and manageable for Auburn. But the Tigers on 3rd down today, just 1 of 5.
Yeah, I'd like to see Auburn do a little bit more of this RPO in this 3rd and 4 situation. Try to get Peyton Thorne involved with his legs as well, but also see if you get an 8th man in the box to create a one-on-one opportunity with KLS outside a one-on-one matchup.
Nose of the football just shy of the Auburn 16-yard line. From the left hash mark, Jarquez Hunter goes in motion out of the Auburn backfield, sets up wide left. 3rd down and a long 3. Throw complete. Cam Coleman with the Auburn first down. They'll give him the 23-yard line and an Auburn first down.
A good job of Auburn motioning out Jarquez. The reason you do that, you're trying to see if the defense going to give you man a zone. Found zone. Cam did a good job in the opening.
First down for the Tigers. Thorne drops to throw. Looks to the Auburn boundary. Keandre Lambert-Smith turns. He's at the 35-yard line. Up the sideline. Buried at the 41 and an Auburn first down.
So you got off coverage out there. Andy, you get a chance to just pick your poison on both sides. Great pickup of 18 by Thorne taking the outside. Take what the defense give you in these situations. Let your playmakers go make plays.
Jahad Campbell back to make the stop, but Auburn now out of the shadow of its goal line. First down for Auburn, and it's 41. Tigers trail 7-0. 9:13 on a counting clock in the first half. From the right hash mark. Out of the gun, Fairweather in motion to the Auburn boundary. Thorne drops, looks across the middle, complete. Malcolm Simmons at the Alabama 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds at the 29. And a late hit coming in. A late hit on Malachi Moore will give Auburn 15 more yards.
Really good job of Peyton Thorne sitting in the pocket, catching Malcolm Simmons down the middle versus cover 2 zone for a gain of 30.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense number 13. The penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. First down.
Auburn in the Chick-fil-A red zone. And these last couple plays, these big plays, Auburn's done a nice job of protecting Peyton Thorne. And half the distance to the goal line. Remember, this drive started at the 9. First down for Auburn at the Alabama 14.
Yeah, Peyton doing a really good job of getting the ball out of his hands. He's being very quick and decisive with the football, which helps your offensive line.
From the right hash mark, pair of receivers wide left. Simmons now goes in motion that way. Play action, pump fake. They throw it, man open. Cam Coleman over KLS and over his head. Incomplete pass. Had Keandre Lambert-Smith open and Thorne overthrew him.
Yeah, they sold the fake really well. Malcolm Simmons comes in motion like you're going to throw the bubble pass. They pump it out there, get the Alabama defense to suck up. And they had KLS just a little bit overthrow on that one.
2nd and 10 from the Alabama 14. Boy, they got the play they wanted. Keandre Lambert-Smith to the short side of the field, the Auburn boundary. Malcolm Simmons, Cam Coleman to the wide side, the Alabama boundary. On 2nd and 10 and a flag, and an Auburn moved again.
False start. Offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Yes, Auburn offensive line got to understand that Alabama defense is going to stem. Don't pay attention to what they're stemming to. You just got to make sure you hold your water. And understand, don't get us behind the sticks.
3 wide receivers left for Auburn. Back to the 19-yard line. Keandre Lambert-Smith wide right. They bring an extra man. Thorne flushed out of the pocket. Looks and he throws it away.
That false start hurt. Puts you in a 3rd and 15 situation here.
All right. By the way, that's Auburn's 3rd penalty of the afternoon. 3rd down and 15. It's 2nd that was accepted by Alabama. Cam Coleman, Malcolm Simmons, Rivaldo Fairweather split left. Fairweather in a slot with Keandre Lambert-Smith, the lone man, splitting out to the Auburn boundary.
Auburn got to take a timeout.
Yeah, going to have to. Clock stop with 8:35 to go in the 2nd quarter of play as Auburn calls timeout on 3rd and 15 from the Alabama 19-yard line. That 3rd down play when we come back. Alabama on top 7-0. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics. Search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. auburntigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. When you talk about impressive lineups, F-150 is at the top of the list, no matter which you choose. Gas, the Power Boost Hybrid, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning Truck, you'll have the power, performance, and smart tech needed to tackle your projects. Take it from me, Andy Bertram. Auburn fans know that a winning game plan starts with Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal. Minutes, 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Auburn trails Alabama at Bryant Denny Stadium. 3rd down and 15 for Auburn from the Alabama 19. What do you dial up here, Jason Campbell?
Well, a couple things. If you're trying to get a closer field goal, you can run Peyton Thorne a quarterback draw, or if you think that Alabama, I would possibly think they're going to run some type of drop zone. So the only thing you may have is a 1-1-A, trying to throw a seam ball down the middle. If the safety closes, then you may have to hit a honey hole along the sidelines in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. But other than that, I expect Auburn may have to run some type of screen here as well.
Auburn will scrimmage from the right hash mark at the Alabama 19. Entire playing surface here at Saban Field is now in the shadows. It will be Cam Coleman, Rivaldo Fairweather, Malcolm Simmons wide left. Keandre Lambert-Smith to the short side of the field, wide right. Jarquez Hunter flanks Peyton Thorne to his right. Alabama shows blitz on 3rd and 19. Following the Auburn timeout. Play clock at 13. Thorne back into the shotgun. They bring 6. They throw it wide open. Jarquez Hunter fumbled the ball. Ball is loose. It is an incomplete pass. Alabama recovered the ball. Well, Auburn recovered the ball, actually. Jarquez was popped at about the 10-yard line.
4th down.
And it will be 4th down for Auburn.
Yeah, I really like the play call
I did
there.
too.
The sneak Jarquez, you put him up like you're going to put him in a max protection, the block, and then sneak him out of the backfield. I like to see Peyton trying to backpedal, understand he got pressure. If he's able to set his foot and throw a dart instead of a free throw pass, then maybe Jarquez can catch that and try to make a move on a guy.
This will be a 37-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Vachon missed earlier from 41 from the right hash mark. Chapman will hold it. Hughes will snap it. Good snap. Kick on the way by Vachon. And this one is good. 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. And Auburn with a good drive that time. The Tigers get on the board. Alabama 7, Auburn 3. Vachon's field goal this time was true. And for Vachon, his 5th field goal of the season since coming in for Auburn as its primary place kicker on extra points and field goals in that ULM ball game. Yeah, Auburn's Sun-South John Deere drive summary, 72 yards, 9 plays, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Culminates with the Vachon 37-yard field goal, and with 8:27 to go in the first half of play, Auburn within 4 at 7-3, Alabama on top.
A really good job right on that play of the offensive line and the center with the snap, Andy. We've been struggling with the snap on field goals here of late. That time was a clean snap and hold. Really good field goal by Vachon.
Kendrick Law and Emmanuel Henderson are the deep men for Alabama. And Towns Magoo out to kick it away for Auburn. 7-3. Remember, that's a drive that started at the Auburn 9.
Yeah, really good drive. Probably could have got 7 off of it. Missed a touchdown pass. Had a shot at KLS off the pump bubble for a fade by the inside fade by KLS. Just barely missed him on that one. And then you get that false start, and it just kind of sets you behind on play calling when you get that false start in those situations.
Vachon came through with the field goal. Magoo out for the kickoff for the Tigers. And this is returnable back at the 3-yard line. Out to the 20. And it stood up at the 25-yard line. Alabama 1st and 10 at its own 25, and we'll send it downstairs. Will Herring with a Cook's Pest Control sideline report.
Yeah, guys, defensively, we are stopping the traditional run game. They've had one solid run. Other than that, we've shut them down. Number 2, Ryan Williams, the freshman wide receiver. We've heard all about him. We've got to know where he is at all times. They are making it a point, whether it's a deep ball, whether it's a reverse, they're getting into the hands of their best playmaker. We got to account for him on defense.
First down for the Crimson Tide from the 25. Oots, the tight end, sets up outside the left tackle. Man comes in motion. Play action on a carry by Milroe. Got past the first man, but not the second. Got by Keldrick Falk, but Kieron Crawford was there for the tackle. A gain of 2.5 yards.
Tell you, and there's some hitting going on
yes,
down that football field.
Both ways.
Kieron Crawford right there trying to lay the hit on Milroe. Not an easy guy to hit, weighing 225 pounds, standing 6'2" tall.
Second down and 8 for the Crimson Tide. Williams goes in motion to the Alabama boundary, sets up in the slot. Milroe drops the throw. Auburn brought an extra man. Milroe gets away. He's to the 30, 35, and shy of the 40-yard line. That should have been a sack for Auburn, but no one could wrap up Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, Kieron Crawford, the first guy there to get the sack on Milroe, had him. Wasn't able to fortunately hold on to him long enough. Milroe able to break that tackle for a gain of 10.
At the 38, first down for the Crimson Tide. Hand off, Jam Williams. Williams gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line, a 3-yard gain, where Sylvester Smith, the redshirt freshman from Munford, Alabama, made the stop. Part of that very young Auburn secondary that has rounded into good shape this year. Milroe across the middle, it's complete to Oots across Auburn, across midfield. He gets to the Auburn 49-yard line. Robbie Oots, 6'4", 270, a senior out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. His second catch of the day. They've gone to the tight end quite a bit in this afternoon.
Yeah, tight end is not a huge part of what they do offensively, but they're trying to find those little short zones where they can hit those stick routes and pick up a gains of 6 and 7 yards in this Auburn defense.
First down at the Auburn 49. Kendrick Law sets up in the slot to the left. Handoff, Jam Miller works his way through the line of scrimmage and gets about 1.5 yards, and that is all. Really good pursuit up front. Caleb Harris there for the Tiger. Looked for a moment like that was going to be a big gainer, but Harris ran him down.
Yeah, nice jump cut by Miller, but then, like you said, Harris right there in position to make that tackle.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Bernard in the tight end, Cuevas. Off the right side of the Alabama, Auburn brings an extra man. Milroe, plenty of time throws. It's Cuevas. Auburn 35, inside the 30, near the 25, and down on the play.
The tight ends are hurting us early in this ball game. Understanding we're going to pay a lot of attention to the outside receivers.
Auburn brought an extra man and didn't even get close to Milroe that time.
Tight ends just being open too many times over the middle of the field for a gain of 25 yards on that play.
To the Auburn 27. First down for the Crimson Tide at the Auburn 27-yard line. Bernard wide left. Ryan Williams wide right. Haynes goes in motion out of the backfield. Empty set now for Jalen Milroe. On first down from the Auburn 27. Milroe to throw with time. Throws it. It is in and out of the hands of C.J. Dupree.
Really nice job of Jaron Thompson understanding that he has a size mismatch with the big tight end for Alabama to let him touch the ball, but then go and split the ball out of his hands. Really nice play by Jaron Thompson. Man, he actually caught that ball with one hand, and Jaron just knocked it out.
Yeah, he dropped it on the way down. 2nd and 10 from the Auburn 27. Double receivers wide left, including Ryan Williams. Bernard wide right. Tight end goes in motion. Hand off to the tailback.
Hold it.
And down to about the 22-yard line on the play. Coming up to make the stop for Auburn.
Alabama got away with Caden Proctor holding Jalen McLeod on that play. Surprised the refs didn't throw a flag on that one.
You're really surprised. Here?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. 3rd and 5 for Alabama.
Forgot where I was at for a second, Andy.
Yeah.
Big third down here for Auburn defense.
From the left hash mark. Haynes, the tailback, in the pistol. On 3rd down and 5 for Jalen Milroe and the Alabama offense. Play clock at 5. And Alabama has to call a timeout. They were about to get the delay, that's for sure. Clock stop with 4:16 remaining in the first half. When play resumes, Alabama will have 3rd and 5 at the Auburn 22 as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 5 for Alabama at the Auburn 22 when play resumes. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Auburn Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Since 1949, the Houston Clinic has served as the preeminent leader in both surgical and non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine treatment and solutions. Their vibrant 75-year legacy demonstrates a deep commitment to serving the local community and its members. Utilizing the latest technology while providing exceptional patient care keeps Houston Clinic at the forefront in sports medicine and patient satisfaction. 334-826-2090 or visit us online at houston.com. Houston Clinic. Research, education, treatment.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com. Paid for by the U.S. Department of the Navy in partnership with Blue Forge Alliance.
Auburn fans, this is Coach Hugh Freeze asking for your help. On to Victory has been a crucial supporter of Auburn student athletes. It's important to keep that good work going, so please join On to Victory today. War Eagle.
You're listening to Auburn football in the Iron Bowl. Now back to Bryant Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa.
3rd and 5 for Alabama at the Auburn 22. Jalen Milroe is about 14 yards per pass completion coming into today. He's 8 of 14 for 126 yards. That's better than his season average at 15.75. He needs 5 yards right here for an Alabama first down at the Auburn 22-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of his passing yards are going to the tight end today. Understanding that Auburn trying to take away their outside receivers, but they're finding a tight end over the middle of the field a lot early in this ball game. This is a big stop for Auburn coming up because Alabama gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so you want to try to get a stop and force a field goal here and try to get the ball back and see if you can drive down the field for a score. 5
of the 8 completions for Milroe have gone to his trio of tight ends. 3rd and 5 at the Auburn 22 left hash mark. Milroe on an empty set, flips it to the sideline to Bernard inside the 20 and then inside the 10, spins down to the 6 and an Alabama first down. With Jeremy Oots blocking for him, Bernard gets the first down.
Yeah, Bernard got him out on edge, out in space, creating an opportunity, one big lineman in front of him. Alabama trying to go quick.
First and goal from the Auburn 6 for Alabama, leading 7-3 and threatening. Handoff Haynes, and Haynes goes down, maybe got a yard on the play, and that's about all. Eugene Asante is there for the Tigers to bring him down from behind.
See if Auburn can make a goal line stand and force a field goal. Milroe's a big part of what they do inside the 10-yard line. You have to stay ready for him, even in the power move, running inside the pocket just as well as outside.
Jam Miller replaces Haynes, and he splits wide to the Alabama boundary. Ryan Williams wide left. Bernard joins him in the slot. 2nd and goal from the 6 for Alabama. Milroe wants to run it himself. Milroe at the 5, drives forward. And he is inside the 1-yard line.
We just talked about Milroe want to get outside or inside, but you know they love to run him in these situations. I expect the same thing on this play. Watch Miller try to hit it between the guard and center, but also be ready for Milroe on the edge if you're a backside in.
Under center, Milroe dives forward. He's in for an Alabama touchdown. Jalen Milroe has both of Alabama's touchdowns today. So Alabama answers Auburn's field goal with a touchdown of its own.
There's no doubt in that situation what they was about to do. Quarterback sneak. You got a 225-pound quarterback behind a center that weighs 6'2", 290 pounds, getting pushed inside.
Milroe with 33 total touchdowns, 15 through the air, 2 today on the ground. That gives him 18 touchdown runs on the season. And Nicholson is out for the extra point for the Crimson Tide. And the kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Comes with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. 75-yard drive for Alabama in 12 plays. 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Jalen Milroe, 1-yard touchdown run. And with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter, Alabama now with a 14-3 lead. Alabama total offense 225 to Auburn's 184. Milroe 9 of 15 through the air, 141 yards, and 8 carries for a team leading 52 yards and 2 touchdown runs. That's just basically what Jalen Milroe has done all season long for Alabama.
Yeah, Auburn's going to have to do something with this kickoff return and try to see if they can manage to go back down the field. Had a nice drive on the last time they had the football. Got in scoring range again, but our problem has been 2 false starts. Once we get in scoring territory, it's kind of put us behind the sticks. You got to finish off these good drives with touchdowns to keep up with this Alabama offense.
Jeremiah Cobb back at the 3 to take this kickoff from Talty. Connor Talty with 38 touchbacks on the season out of Chicago. 14-3, Alabama on top. Jason mentioned Alabama will have the ball coming out of the locker room at halftime. Low line drive kick that bounces at the 10, picked up by Cobb, angles forward and gets taken down at about the 17-yard line.
Got a little bit of extra going on there. One of the Alabama defenders, number 21. Refs kind of let it go a little bit. If you're Auburn, you got plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts. You still have a 2-minute timeout as well. Plenty of time to go down the field and get points. Just got to continue to take what the defense gives you if you're Peyton Thorne.
Jarquez Hunter now 4th on Auburn's all-time career rush list, has 7 carries for 55 yards today. He is the Auburn tailback, flanking Thorne to his left. Pair of receivers in the slot to the left. Single to the right. Play action. Thorne looks and he throws to the boundary, and nobody there for Auburn. Keandre Lambert-Smith was the closest man there for Auburn, but that pass was 5 yards over his head.
Yeah, they try to run Cam Coleman on a post route and run Keandre on a deep over. There's 3 guys around Keandre. I'd like to see Peyton take that shot to Cam Coleman one-on-one with a safety. I'd take that matchup any day.
And he had plenty of room, had plenty of time to throw it. There was no pressure at all.
Just throw it up there, let the big man go up and make a play.
2nd down and 10, 2:33 in the first half of play. 2nd and 10 for Auburn. Thorne to throw to the sideline, caught by Luke Deal and taken out of bounds. Let's see where they give Deal forward to progress. Just shy of the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Auburn. Excuse me, 3rd and 7. Well, you're in danger of giving Alabama the ball back with some time here, leading 14-3.
Imagine Auburn might let it go to 2 minutes.
And that will be the 2-minute timeout. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. 3rd and 7 for Auburn at the Auburn 20 when play resumes. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Alabama on top in Tuscaloosa, 14-3. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues in a moment.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl here with an exciting opportunity. Through December 20th, we're running a special campaign to support our student athletes. Join On to Victory today, and for every annual subscription, an anonymous donor will match it 3-to-1. That means your $204 subscription becomes $816 for our athletes. We're aiming to raise $1 million to support Auburn student athletes because, as we all know, Auburn is an everything school. Visit OnToVictory.com to make your pledge today. Remember, your impact is tripled. War Eagle.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands, we all win when we feel healthier and happier. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is a proud sponsor of athletic programs across the state. Because a healthier Alabama is a happier Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. The seasoning is so satisfying. It's what I needed, but I didn't know that I needed it. You get the toasted bun and the delicious crispy chicken. They add this fun mix with that zesty pickle. It's bold and tasty. I would give it an A+. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guest paid for their testimonial.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter in Tuscaloosa. Alabama on top of Auburn 14-3. 3rd and 7 for Auburn at its 20. Boy, as much as anything right here, you want to let this drive continue. You don't want to give Alabama any time to try and add to this 14-3 lead going into the locker room at the half, in which, coming out in the third quarter, Alabama gets the ball again.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Andy. You got to find a way to get this 3rd and 7 and maintain the football and try to get down and get some points on the board. You've been in scoring opportunities 3 times in scoring territory and only managed to come out with 3 points so far in this first quarter. You got to learn how to finish drives and take advantage of those opportunities when they're there. We had KLS on the fade ball just overthrown. We can't have those false starts, and you get a one-on-one opportunity with Cam Coleman down the middle field against the safety. We got to take that shot and let him go up and make a play.
Trips to the wide side of the field. Fairweather, Simmons, and Coleman. Keandre Lambert-Smith wide right. That's the short side of the field. 3rd and 7 for Auburn. The Tigers are 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Jarquez Hunter flanks Peyton Thorne. Thorne will throw. They bring an extra man off the edge, and Thorne has to throw it away. They brought Damani Jackson off the edge.
Yeah, they brought Damani Jackson on a corner blitz, but really good pickup by Jarquez, looking outside to pick it up. If we could just step up in the pocket, man, you got Cam Coleman running on a deep over route, about 12 to 14 yards wide
and
open.
Malcolm Simmons down the Auburn sideline just as open.
Yeah, 2 guys running wide open. The blitz was picked up. As a quarterback, you got to slide up in the pocket or just move to your left a little bit away from the blitz.
Ryan Williams back at the Alabama 36 as Chapman gets this one away. High punt. Williams catches it. Doesn't call for the fair catch, or did he? Auburn is arguing that Williams called for the fair catch and then ran the ball. Alabama's going to get the ball at the Auburn 37-yard line. Auburn coaches are adamant that he called for the fair catch.
Yeah, that's why he didn't get lit up, because otherwise he would have got hit pretty good, but he did a small signal for a fair catch.
Yeah. All right, good field position for Alabama at the 37. 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Alabama with 2 timeouts remaining.
Let's see if Auburn can force a turnover. That definitely was a fair catch signal. The refs missed that one.
Ball is actually marked at the 35.
The previous play is under video review to take a look at a potential fair catch signal.
Okay. Well, at least they're going to take a look at it, right?
I didn't know it was reviewable, but thank you.
Replay reviews are brought to you by Auburn's Houston Clinic. Since 1948, the Houston Clinic has been the preeminent leader in both surgical and non-surgical orthopedic sports medicine treatments and solutions. Visit Houston.com, HUGHSTON.com. All right, what's the verdict here in the booth?
Yeah, he's signaling in a short motion for fair catch. It's not a big signal, but he did signal.
And he never did
bit.
bring his hand up over his shoulder to do it.
It's kind of like a in-between signal and non-signal.
14-3 Alabama, 1:48 to go. And here comes the call.
After video review, the returner gave a fair catch signal. The ball be placed at the 35-yard line.
All right.
I mean, 25, right? Oh, why is it not a penalty? Because he didn't get hit?
First down at the Alabama 35.
I thought that's supposed to be a penalty if you take off running with it. What did I know?
Front the left hash, double wide receivers right and left for the Crimson Tide. Milroe to throw, gets pressured.
Fumble.
Ball loose. Ball is loose. Auburn
got
has it at the 34-yard line.
Yes, Auburn got it.
The sack came from Jalen McLeod, a strip sack by McLeod, and Philip Bleedy fell on it.
Great move by Jalen McLeod to beat the left tackle.
He sure
Caden Proctor around the edge at the snap, and smart play. Don't go for the hit. Go for the arm and knock the ball loose. Philip Bleedy landing all over that football as well. great change of events for this Auburn offense there.
At the Alabama 34. 1st and 10 with 1:40 to go in the first half. And Auburn now with 2 timeouts remaining to work with here.
Auburn got 3 tandem rushers, I tell you, between Jalen.
Got a hustle here. Shot or play clock is at 10. A quartet of receivers wide left. Now Simmons comes in motion. The snap. They get the ball to Malcolm, and he's hit. First man got him. Simmons is able to get away, but it will be no gain on the play. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a loss. Xavier Brown with a tackle for loss on the play of a couple yards.
Yeah, Alabama trying to bring inside pressure, mugging both linebackers inside, making you account for them. Now Auburn goes in an empty formation. See if Alabama blitz or play zone.
2nd and 11 for Auburn. Thorne from the right hash from the gun. Alabama rushes 4. Thorne steps up. He's going to run it. Thorne goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
With a holding call coming back against Auburn again.
Boy, penalties are just killing the Tigers today.
Man.
Just killing them.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 50. 15-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the run. First down.
My bad.
All right. Huge break. He threw that flag inside, and usually that means holding call. Big break for Auburn.
Casey Poe. No, Tim Smith was called for the penalty. Who cares? It's Auburn 1st and 10 at the Alabama 18 in the Chick-fil-A red zone.
Auburn needs to finish this drive with a touchdown.
Yes, it does. Jason, ball at the left hash. 1st and 10 at the Alabama 18. Simmons and KLS wide right. Cam Coleman wide or in the slot to the left. Play clock at 7. Thorne from the gun. Handoff, Jarquez Hunter. And Jarquez gets to the 16-yard line before he's driven back. A 2-yard gain for Jarquez.
See if Auburn sees that again and do that same handoff action to Jarquez, but then throw the slant right behind it because those linebackers are flowing inside hard.
Auburn right back to the line. Thorne rolls to his right, now looks back left. Rivaldo Fairweather has some men in front. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, and he's out of bounds inside the 5. They'll take him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 14-yard gain, Rivaldo Fairweather.
Nice play call by the staff. You run a sprint action, front side, making everybody think you're going to throw that little sprint pass that you threw earlier in the ball game, and then you sneak Fairweather out backside on a screen play. Outstanding call.
Throwing to the tight end on the backside here in Tuscaloosa.
Seen that before.
Sure have. How about 2010? All right, 1st and goal for Auburn at the 2.
Punch it in, guys.
The tailback is Jarquez Hunter. Tate Johnson checks in as a blocking back, as a tight end. From the left hash mark, Thorne flips to Jarquez, and Jarquez loses a yard. Taken down by Quay Rousseau, and Auburn has to call a timeout, stops the clock with 52 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 3.
Yeah, I think Auburn has to go some form of an RPO game. It's hardest to line up man-on-man against this Alabama defensive front. You got to give yourself a 3-way option in this situation to either pull it, hand it off, or dump it off in the flat to the tight end sneaking out.
Quay Rousseau, we talk about Auburn's freshman defensively. Rousseau, starter at what they call the wolf spot in this defense. Redshirt freshman out of Montgomery, 6'2", 251. 2.5 tackles for loss this season.
Yeah, Rousseau, one of those players that came down. His decision came down between Auburn and Alabama last minute. He decided to go with the Tide. So Auburn staff knows about him really, really well.
2nd and goal from the 3, this time from the right hash mark for Auburn. Cam Coleman, Malcolm Simmons to the wide side of the field. That's the Alabama boundary. KLS gets single coverage from Damani Jackson to the right side, the Auburn boundary. Alabama rushes 4. Thorne. It's the quarterback draw, and he gets to the goal line. He's just shy. Yeah, Rousseau again with the stop. It's 3rd down and goal inside the 1. Clock rolls down. 39 and counting. 3rd and goal inside the 1 for Auburn. Handoff. Jarquez Hunter hit behind the line of scrimmage and driven back. Auburn's going to have to get another timeout. Jihad Campbell, their outstanding Mike linebacker, with the stop for Alabama.
That's the only thing about shotgun, Andy. You get in those situations, you're a half a yard from getting in the end zone, and you get in shotgun, you hand that ball off 5 yards deep. I like to see Peyton get up under the center right there and just quarterback sneak that one into the end zone.
And it will be fourth and goal for Auburn at the 2. Down to the field, Will Herring, Cook's Pest Control sideline report.
Yeah, guys, this is where you got to trust your veteran quarterback. We saw it on the game-winning 2-point conversion last week. Our offensive line doing a great job protecting him in the pocket. He's going through the progressions. Get it to one of our playmakers, let him go up and make a play.
I saw Vashon out there warming up.
Yeah, Auburn's going to take the field goal.
Yeah, Auburn will take the field goal attempt on 4th and goal. No, they're not. The offense is back on the field. This is 4th and goal from the Alabama 2.
If Auburn tries to draw them off sides here, where you decide to go with, there's no big receivers in the game. You got all big guys in the game. You got 3 tight ends as well with Camden Brown one-on-one. See if Auburn goes RPO.
Cam Brown wide left. On 4th and goal from the 2, and Alabama calls a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
29 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Auburn with its second fumble recovery of the game on a strip sack by Jalen Milroe gave Auburn great field position. The Tigers had 2nd down and goal from inside the 1. Oh, excuse me, 3rd and goal inside the 1, but driven back, and now it's 4th and goal from the Alabama 2 right here.
Yeah, Auburn had a chance to, on the half-yard line, Peyton Thorne almost getting in the end zone. The quarterback draw, wasn't able to reach his arms out because he was being grabbed. I would just like to see us get underneath the center on that half-yard line, just punch that ball in a quarterback sneak. Now you're at about the 2.5-yard line. What does Auburn decide to do here? Now they change the formation.
Yeah, KLS goes wide left. Fairweather in the slot to the right, along with Luke Deal. 4th and goal from the Alabama 2. Right hash mark, Thorne in the gun. Jarquez to his right. Thorne surveys the defense. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Looks like Auburn just going to take the penalty and kick a field goal. Back it up a little bit for more room.
Thorne back to the shotgun. Play clock down to 2. And Auburn takes the delay of game penalty.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Boy, you just have to hope that having that position doesn't come back to haunt you in the end. Even if you get the field goal here.
Yeah, you're on that half-yard line. It's just, this is our 4th time in their scoring territory. If we get the field goal, we got 6 points to show for 4 opportunities.
It will be a 20. Excuse me, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, I like the decision, though. He cut the game to at least a 1-score game and 2-point conversion instead of leaving points on the field, off the field.
25-yard field goal from the right hash from Ian Vashon. Choose to snap it, snap down, kick on the way by Vashon. And Alabama called a timeout, apparently before the snap.
Timeout. Alabama. It is their 3rd. It'll be 30
Alabama's last timeout of the half. Trying to ice the sophomore walk-on Ian Vashon. 1 of 2 on the afternoon. 5 of 7 this season. Came on as Auburn's place kicker in the ULM game. And an opportunity here for Auburn to make it 14-6 in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, Auburn can get this field goal, still cut it to a 1-score game, but you got to feel good if you're Auburn going into halftime down 1 score, because at the end of the day, you understand if you're able to close drives in this game, you can win this football game. We just got to be able to close these drives when we're getting these positive field scoring range.
25-yard attempt by Vashon from the right hash. Chapman holds, Reed snaps, kick down. On the way by Vashon, the kick is good. Icing that Auburn kicker did not work for Alabama. And Auburn takes advantage of the fumble recovery. The Tigers drive and make it a 14-6 game with 27 seconds left.
Yeah, we got to finish drives Field goals are good at keeping you in the ball game, but to win this football game, we got to convert inside that 20-yard line and get some touchdowns on the board.
Auburn has forced 3 fumbles today, recovered 2 of them. Sun-South John Deere drive summary for Auburn. 27 yards, 8 plays, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Bashan's 25-yard field goal is good. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com, and Auburn will kick it off. 14-6, Alabama. Both of the touchdowns for the Crimson Tide by Jalen Milroe, who has 9 carries for 51 yards. He's 9 of 15 for 141 yards passing. Peyton Thorne, 13 of 25, 129 yards. Jarquez Hunter, Auburn's leading rusher, 10 carries for 55 yards. And Towns Magoo is out to kick this one away for Auburn. Alabama out of timeouts. Kendrick Law and Emmanuel Henderson are deep. Kickoff angles to the right and goes through the end zone. Off to the left. And Alabama 1st and 10 at its 25 with 27 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Crimson Tide on top of Auburn. High score 14-6.
Yeah, probably expect Alabama to run the ball and try to get to the half up by 14-6 and understand they get the ball to start the second half. But if you're Auburn secondary, though, yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do is take a knee and take it to the half.
Milroe under center does take the knee. And the first half will tick away. Jalen Milroe, the only 2 touchdowns of the afternoon. And Bashan's 2 field goals make it a 14-6 ball game. Down to the field, Will Herring with Auburn head coach Hugh Freeze.
Coach Freeze, talk about the first half. Offensively, you got some rhythm going, just didn't punch in a few times. What's your thought?
Drives, had Dre wide open on a double move there, and we missed him, and then had a good call there, Rivaldo, and got it down there, and I wish I wouldn't have gone tempo on the 3rd down one. Probably should have oiled up something different. We got to finish some of these drives, but all in all, we're 1 score down, and
defensively, 2 turnovers. You got the strip sack there with Jalen McLeod in the late in the second half. Talk about getting pressure on the quarterback in the second half and what that means.
We got to find a way to get to him. He's throwing it well today, and we got to handle these the explosive plays. Done pretty good against the run. We've given them a couple chunk plays in the passing game.
Okay, good luck in the second half, Coach.
All right, well, thank you very much. The score at the half, Alabama 14, Auburn 6. Now here's Brad Law with the Truckworks halftime report.
All right, Andy, thank you. 1-score game indeed. We'll get things started with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. The other SEC game is also at halftime. They're just about ready to start the second half in snowy Columbia, Missouri, where the field is white with snow. Arkansas and number 21 Missouri are all knotted up at 7. Earlier today in the SEC, 8th-ranked Tennessee blew away Vanderbilt 36-23. Vandy scored the first 14 points of the game in the first 5 minutes, including returning the opening kickoff for a score. But Tennessee stormed back, got 4 touchdown passes from their quarterback, Nico Iamaleava, and the Volunteers finished the regular season at 10-2, 6-2 in SEC play. Vandy's regular season closes at 6-6. Number 15, South Carolina, got a fourth-quarter touchdown to go in front at 12th-ranked Clemson. The Gamecocks won it in a game that went down to the wire, 17-14. South Carolina claiming the rivalry win at Clemson today. Gamecocks 9-3 to finish the regular season. Clemson also finishes 9-3. Kentucky fell at home to Louisville. Cardinals dominated the Wildcats 41-14. Isaac Brown, 2 touchdown runs and 179 yards on the ground as Louisville finishes its season at 8-4. Kentucky is done at 4-8. Looking at top 25 scores currently on the Yellowwood scoreboard outside the SEC. They've gone to the half in Happy Valley. 4th-ranked Penn State has scored 31 unanswered points to lead Maryland 31-7. At the half in LA, it's 5th-ranked Notre Dame and USC tied at 14. Number 6 Miami got out to a hot start at Syracuse, but the Orange have fired back to tie the game at 21. They've just started the second half at the Dome in that matchup. They're at the half in Dallas. Number 9 SMU shutting out Cal 21-0 in both teams' ACC finales. And in the Big 12, it is number 16 Arizona State hammering Arizona in Tucson 35-0. Our score at the half, Auburn trails Alabama 14-6. Give you the highlights from the first 20 minutes as the Auburn University Marching Band is down on the field. You can imagine the ovation that they received, or the response they received as they took the field. We will give you the highlights from the first half as we continue on the Truckworks halftime report. Truckworks offering Kenworth, Hino, and Isuzu commercial trucks, allowing Truckworks to provide the solution for virtually any commercial trucking need. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
This is Greg Bell, radio voice of the Scottsboro Wildcats. For complete coverage of Wildcat athletics, tune in to 1050 WWIC in Scottsboro. Football, boys and girls basketball, baseball, and softball. Nobody provides better coverage of the Scottsboro Wildcats than WWIC Radio. For all things Scottsboro Wildcats, tune in to WWIC 1050 AM and WWICradio.com. Scottsboro Wildcat Radio.
The Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Auburn is dedicated to its mission of transforming medical students into caring, compassionate physicians. VCOM partners with Auburn University for student activities, shared learning experiences, and research opportunities. Students are instructed in a hands-on learning environment by outstanding faculty members that are dedicated to student success. VCOM is working to improve the health of Alabama's citizens by increasing the number of primary care physicians throughout the state, especially in rural and underserved areas. Find out more at vcom.edu.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
This is the Truckworks halftime report, and these are the first half highlights as called by the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Red zone, that's your big difference here. Auburn has forced 3 turnovers in the game, but the Tigers with only 2 field goals and 3 red zone tries. Alabama with 2 touchdowns in 2 red zone trips, and Auburn trails Alabama 14-6 here on the Truckworks halftime report. Let's get into it. Alabama won the toss, deferred to the second half, and Auburn was 3 and out on its first possession. Alabama picked up 1 first down on their first drive, moved the ball into Auburn territory, but the Tiger defense showed very early on that they were here to play.
Milroe, as Auburn brings an extra man, he throws it across the middle. It is complete at the Auburn 30, ball loose. Auburn falls on it. Now, was he down? I think Auburn's going to get this ball. Yeah, Auburn has it. Fumbled at the 30, fumbled to the 26, and Auburn has a fumble recovery.
Yep, the Tigers forced the fumble, recover the fumble, and then they went to work from the 27. Tigers picked up big first down runs by Peyton Thorne and Jarquez Hunter to flip the field and move it into Alabama territory. Ultimately, the drive stalled at the Alabama 21. Ian Vachon missed a 39-yard field goal, and we remained scoreless. Alabama picked up 1 first down and a 20-yard pass to Dupree, but then 3 plays later had to punt the ball away. But the teams exchanged punts. Auburn had to go 3 and out on its next drive and gave Alabama really great field position. Alabama's 2 of the 3 drives Alabama had in the first quarter started outside their own 40-yard line. This one at their own 48. 2 plays, they were quickly into Auburn territory. Jalen Milroe carried from the 30 down to the 19. And since that worked so well, Alabama decided to call the same play inside the Auburn 20.
Milroe turns, tries to get to the boundary. He does. 15 to the 10 to the 5. He is in for the touchdown.
And that capped a 5-play, 52-yard drive, and the Crimson Tide led 7-0. Auburn got a 20-yard run by Jarquez Hunter on the first play of the ensuing possession. That moved the ball out near midfield. A 15-yard run by Damari Alston a couple of plays later moved it inside the Auburn 30-yard line. Tigers ultimately, though, stalled inside the red zone at the Alabama 19. Went for it on 4th and 4. Could not pick up the first down. Turned it over on downs from inside their own 19, or from inside their own 20. So Alabama on the third play of the drive got a 22-yard pass to Jeremy Bernard. 3 plays later, they went back to Bernard for 20 more yards, moved it inside the Auburn 35-yard line. They were having success with the passing game, moving it inside the Auburn 40 until the Tiger defense came up big again.
Milroe drops to throw with some time. Pump fakes, throws, and it is picked off. Picked off on the play for the Tigers. Caleb Wooden with the interception.
So the Tigers got their second turnover of the game, but they were backed up in their own territory at the 9-yard line. A couple of short runs, an 8-yard pass to Cam Coleman. Auburn had a first down, then an 18-yard pass to KLS. Big play of the drive, a 30-yard strike to Malcolm Simmons, plus 15 extra yards for a late hit. And Auburn was set up inside the 15-yard line. A false start penalty pushed it back near the 20. 3 plays later, the drive stalled. It was up to Tigers special teams to get Auburn on the board.
Chapman will hold it. Hughes will snap it. Good snap. Kick on the way by Bashan. And this one is good.
So that got the Tigers on the board. It was 7-3 Crimson Tide, and their offense answered well. Their best drive of the first half was the ensuing possession. A 12-play, 75-yard drive capped by a Milroe 1-yard run. That made it 14-3. They took 5.5 minutes off the clock. Auburn got it back with 2:44 to go. Tigers went 3 and out, and needing a big stop from their defense, the Auburn Tigers went to work. Alabama 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Milroe to throw. Gets pressured. Ball loose. Ball is loose. Auburn has it at the 34-yard line.
Yes, Auburn got it.
The sack came from Jalen McLeod, a strip sack by McLeod, and Philip Bleedy fell on it.
Absolutely imperative. Down 11, the Tigers do something with the turnover. The 4th play of the drive was a throwback pass to Rivaldo Fairweather, and they had moved it from the Alabama 34, where they started the drive, down to the Alabama 2-yard line. A couple of running plays up the middle were stonewalled, and facing 4th and goal, Auburn took a delay of game penalty from the 7. Bashan was on to get some more points on the board.
25-yard attempt by Bashan from the right hash. Chapman holds, Reed snaps, kick down. On the way by Bashan, the kick is good. Icing that Auburn kicker did not work for Alabama.
No, Bashan 2 for 3 on field goals in the first half. He accounted for all of Auburn's scoring. Tiger defense gave up 222 yards of total offense, but forced 3 turnovers, turned away a couple of scoring opportunities, and as a result, Tigers are within a score. It's 14-6. We'll give you your halftime stats when we come back to Tuscaloosa. That's as the Truckworks halftime report continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
The Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Auburn is dedicated to its mission of transforming medical students into caring, compassionate physicians. VCOM partners with Auburn University for student activities, shared learning experiences, and research opportunities. Students are instructed in a hands-on learning environment by outstanding faculty members that are dedicated to student success. VCOM is working to improve the health of Alabama's citizens by increasing the number of primary care physicians throughout the state, especially in rural and underserved areas. Find out more at vcom.edu.
Hey Auburn fans, it's Coach Freeze. Few plays are more exciting than the sack. For every Auburn sack this season, a donation is made to help St. Vincent's invest in PE equipment for schools around the state. Cultivating a healthy lifestyle early helps prevent chronic diseases. Please join us by making a donation to Sack Childhood Obesity. Visit stvhsfoundation.org. War Eagle.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
This copyrighted broadcast is authorized under rights granted to play Fly Sports by Auburn University and is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. It may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted in any form without the documented consent of Auburn University and Play Fly Sports.
It's 14-6. Alabama leads here in Tuscaloosa. Your halftime stats are presented by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Total yardage pretty similar. Auburn with 204 yards, Alabama with 222. Tigers got 75 on the ground. Tide got 81. Tigers 129 through the air. Alabama with 141. Auburn with 12 first downs. Alabama with 11. One of the big differences, though, on third down. Alabama was 6 of 9 on third down. Auburn just 2 of 9 and 0 of 1 on fourth down. So 3 of 10 in total conversion attempts in that first half. That's despite gaining 5.1 yards per play. Crimson Tide with 5.8 yards per play in that first half. Time of possession fairly close, 15-27 for Alabama, 14-33 for Auburn. Red zone trips, that really tells the story. Red zone opportunities. Crimson Tide got 2 touchdowns on 2 trips inside the 20. Auburn with 2 field goals on 3 trips into the red zone. Auburn has 4 tackles for loss and 1 sack. Alabama with 3 tackles for loss in the first half. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Peyton Thorne was 13 for 25 for 129 yards. No touchdowns or interceptions in that first half. Jalen Milroe, 9 for 15, 141 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. Jarquez Hunter, Auburn's leading rusher. He had 10 carries for 55 yards. Peyton Thorne, 5 carries for 20. Alabama was led by Jalen Milroe, as it usually is. 9 carries, 51 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.7. Jam Miller had it 8 times for 26 yards, a 3.3 yards per carry average. Justice Haynes managed 11 yards on 4 carries. Receiving, Malcolm Simmons targeted 6 times. He had 4 catches for 34 yards and 4 catches for 31 yards. Keandre Lambert-Smith targeted 8 times in the first half, held to just 3 catches for 34 yards on the day. Rivaldo Fairweather, 2 catches for 34 yards. Cam Coleman, 2 catches for 9. Jeremy Bernard, the leading receiver for Alabama, he was targeted 6 times, had 3 catches for 59 yards, and the rest of the damage done by the tight ends. Cuevas, Oots, and Dupree combined for 5 catches and 63 yards in the first half of play. Adds up to an 8-point deficit for your Auburn Tigers. 14-6 is your score. We'll come back to Tuscaloosa after this. Get you ready for the second half. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands. We all win when we feel healthier and happier. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is a proud sponsor of athletic programs across the state. Because a healthier Alabama is a happier Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Getting you ready for second half action. Both teams on the field. The Alabama team has just come back onto the field. They're going through some stretching right now. The Alabama band making their way off the field with about 3 minutes to go before the start of the second half. A number that we didn't give you in the last segment, penalties. Auburn only penalized 3 times for 15 yards in the first half, but it felt like every one of those penalties came at a terrible time and a terrible spot on the field. Alabama penalized twice for 29 yards, so both of their penalties were major distance penalties. Crimson Tide will get the ball first to start the second half, and we appreciate our partnership with the Alabama Manufactured Housing Association all year long. They are a proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Since 1968, the Alabama Manufactured Housing Association has led the way for the manufactured and modular housing industry. Manufactured and modular housing provides safe, innovative, and affordable housing solutions for 1 out of every 7 Alabamians. Learn more about AMHA and find an authorized retailer near you. Visit alamha.org. Tigers with 2 field goals. Crimson Tide with 2 touchdowns. It's 14-6. Auburn's defense will be on the field first as the second half gets underway. Sun is going down. Lights are on here at Bryant Denny Stadium. We'll get you ready for the second half. Let's send it back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Jason Campbell.
Brad, thank you very much. A couple milestones in that first half. Rivaldo Fairweather now just 1 reception away from tying Auburn's tight ends record held by John Samuel Schenker. 67 catches in his career for Rivaldo Fairweather. Comes in almost 2 years of action. John Samuel Schenker with 68. Also, Jarquez Hunter now 4th among Auburn's career rushers, 3,370 yards. He surpassed Ben Tate. Joe Cribbs is next on the list with 3,368. It'd be a big second half. Well, I guess, no, he is above Joe Cribbs and Ben Tate. So he is 4th all time on Auburn's career list. Next is James Brooks, 3,523. It'll take a big second half for Jarquez and then the bowl game, hopefully, to do that. It's 14-6. Good to get Auburn. Good to get that field goal at the end of the first half. But, Jason, what might have been for the Auburn offense in the first half of play?
Yeah, just missed opportunities, right? They got 3 turnovers and only got 6 points to show for it. You get inside that 10-yard line, and especially you got to pay attention to details. You can't have those false starts, and then you got to finish off those drives. We missed a wide-open KLS on a pump move in the inside, and then also got to the half-yard line, and we tried to rush the play on 3rd down in shotgun, and we ended up losing yardage. So just missed opportunity, had to miss field goal as well. So you got to reboot and everything and understand that, hey, you're fortunate enough to still be down 1 score. We're not taking advantage of those opportunities. So Alabama is going to get the ball first. I expect the defense to set the tempo. And let's go back. Let's get out and fight today, guys. A lot of teams that won today have come back in the second half.
Towns Magoo with the kickoff. Kendrick Law and Emmanuel Henderson to receive. And that one goes into the end zone as we send it downstairs. Will Herring with a Cook's Pest Control sideline reports.
Yeah, guys. Alabama's offense had a lot of success with the tight end in the first half. Nick Sheridan, the offensive coordinator, the scouting report on him is he is a repeat guy. If he has success early, look for him to come back with it. We've got to be eye disciplined. When the quarterback throws the ball, we got to be breaking on the ball. We can't get nosy, try to do somebody else's job. We got to do our own assignment.
First down for Alabama at the 25. Just the start of things in the third quarter. Crimson Tide lead Auburn by a score of 14-6 from the right hash mark. Jam Miller, the tailback, flanking the quarterback, Jalen Milroe. Auburn brings a guy off the edge. Ball is caught on the left side, out to the 30, 35, 40, across the 45, and out to the 46-yard line. That's Kendrick Law. Auburn had a chance to get him, that's Ryan Williams, and Auburn had a shot at him in the backfield.
Yeah, Auburn had a chance to tackle him for almost no gain. And once you let Ryan Williams make that first move on you, he's gone for 24 yards. Jaron Thompson was the one he made the move on.
At the 49, Alabama, handoff goes to Jam Miller, and Miller stays on his feet, breaks a tackle, gets to the Auburn 45-yard line. 6 yards on the game by Jam Miller. First 2 plays of the second half, Auburn has missed tackles, and Alabama already at the Auburn 45.
Yeah, I wonder if Jay Crawford's okay. I haven't seen him start the second half here. It's been Faustin down here at this bottom corner position, lined up against Ryan Williams.
First down for Alabama inside the Auburn 45. Milroe hands it off to Jam Miller. Miller bounces to the outside, down to the 40-yard line. That's enough for an Alabama first down. Isaiah Rakes with the stop for Auburn. Kensley Lador Faustin was there as well for Auburn.
Yeah, Alabama picked up another first down. Auburn, you got to stop the bleeding here in this third quarter.
Inside the 40, first down for Alabama, play action, a roll out and a throw. Bernard gets across one man, another first down for Alabama, and he goes down at the Auburn 26-yard line.
Alabama coming out starting a lot faster in the second half. Auburn's got to catch up with their tempo.
Alabama in 3 plays from the 25 to the 25. First down for the Crimson Tide at the Auburn 25. Handoff up the middle. Jam Miller this time stood up and driven back. About a 3/4 yard gain by Miller. Good job in the middle of that for the Tigers. Jason Jones plugging the gap in the middle. Half-yard gain, second down and 9. Auburn with substitutes on 2nd and 9 for Alabama.
Still no Jay Crawford in the ball game.
We'll check on that from the sideline. Milroe under center. Play action, he drops the throw. He throws it back across to the tight end. 25, 20, 15, and down at the 10-yard line. C.J. Dupree.
And that Tyler, they ran a throwback screen to the tight end, and Tyler Booker, the big left guard for Alabama, got a huge block on our safety there. K.N. Lee in the corner.
First and 10 at the 10 for Alabama. At the middle, Jam Miller hit at the line. He gets a couple on the play off the right side. Stop made by Jalen McLeod. 13.5 tackles for loss this season. 24 tackles for loss in his career, 13.5 sacks. Second down and a 7. That's second and goal for Alabama. They played with 2 tight ends the entire ball game tonight. Haynes now the tailback.
Stay outside.
It's Milroe to the outside at the 5 and taken down inside the 5 at the 4. The stop made by Kieron Crawford just before Jalen Milroe scored his 3rd touchdown of the day.
Auburn defense got to get ready, got to get lined up and get down and get set. Understand he might try to run Milroe again inside or outside, but the ball will be in hands.
3rd and goal from the 3. Haynes up the middle. Haynes bulls his way in for a touchdown. And Alabama made that drive look easy, friends.
Yeah, Alabama seemed like they came out of the locker room with a lot more intensity than Auburn did to start this second half. Pretty much just running the ball down the field and throwing it started with that first play to Ryan Williams, not able to get him on the ground.
For Haynes, his 7th touchdown run of the season. The extra point attempt from Graham Nicholson as Alabama attempts to go up 21-6. Snap on the way, and the kick is good by Nicholson. Alabama takes the opening drive, does exactly what it wanted to do.
Yeah, they went down the field way too easy to start the second half. When you come out of the locker room, you're on the road, and it's in a rivalry game. You got to come out of the locker room like your hair on fire. You got to be ready, especially knowing that we left points out in the first half. We could easily be ahead in this ball game.
Alabama goes 75 yards in 9 plays, 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Haynes touchdown run And the extra point give Alabama a 21-6 lead. 11:13 to go in the third. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control systems protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop D-O-double-G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line. Plus, 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on us, plus 4 lines for $25. Now drop that jangle.
With 24 monthly bill credits, 4 eligible trade-ins, and 4 new lines with autopay. Well qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits and credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. $829.99 credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence available now.
11:13 to go in the third. Alabama drives 9 plays, 75 yards for a score. Crimson tied up by a score of 21-6. Auburn University isn't just home to the best athletics program in the nation, it's also home to the best student-centered engineering experience in America. That's not just a slogan, it's a promise. Find your future at the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Visit eng.auburn.edu. Alabama right now at 104 yards rushing in this ball game, 3 touchdown runs. Auburn giving up just 110 yards a game rushing this season. Jarquez Hunter and Jeremiah Cobb are the deep men along with Malcolm Simmons. And Jarquez is the deep man in the middle, on the far right. Jeremiah Cobb at the goal line. Cobb will field this 3 yards deep to the 10. 15 angles to the Alabama sideline, gets up the sideline, and out of bounds at the 25. 25-yard return by Jeremiah Cobb. That's the first time I think we've seen that kickoff return set this season.
Yeah, really good job of Cobb fielding that ball. He almost turned the corner on that kickoff return, but really good job of taking that ball out and getting to the 25-yard line.
21-6, Alabama on top. First drive of the second half for Auburn. Auburn's got to match Alabama right now, Jason.
Yeah, you got to come out the same intensity Alabama just did and try to move the ball down the field and get points as well.
Ball inside the right hash mark from the 25. Malcolm Simmons in motion. Thorne rolls to the Auburn sideline, pump fake, and he throws the ball out of bounds.
Not sure that
pressure up the middle by Tim Keenan, the third.
Not sure if they was trying to run a sprint pass or sprint stop and set up.
2nd and 10 for Auburn at the 25.
Either way is covered very well.
Coleman and Simmons wide left. KLS and Fairweather wide right. That's to the short side of the field. And Auburn's right tackle move, Tutal Miller.
False start.
Dropped a step.
Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Third false start today.
Yeah. Second and 15 for Auburn, backed up to the 20. From the hash mark. Jarquez in motion out of the backfield. Thorne sacked back at the 12. Tim Keenan the third, redshirt junior out of Birmingham. 2.5 sacks on the season.
Yeah, Auburn's trying to throw quick game to the right side. The KLS, Thorne didn't like what he had, try to come back. Immediate pressure right in his face. Auburn got whipped up front on that one.
Auburn was 2 of 9 on third down in the first half. Auburn 3rd and 14. Double receivers right and left. They stack up at both sides. Thorne looks to the sideline, throws to Keandre Lambert-Smith. And Smith gets out to the 18-yard line. And Auburn will be 3 and out on its first drive after Alabama drove 75 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't like the energy Auburn's showing coming out of the half in an Iron Bowl. You got to come out with a lot more energy than this. You're on the road in their territory. You got to come out and try to set the tempo. You can't allow them to just pound on you the way they've done to start this second half on both sides of the offensive line, D-line.
Ryan Williams back at the Alabama 35. Auburn needs a big punt here from Oscar Chapman. Moves to his right and gets it away. Williams calls for a fair catch at the 39. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. 43-yard punt by Chapman. No return for Alabama. Another good possession or position to start for the Crimson Tide. Nose of the football at the 40. Auburn went backwards on its opening drive. 9:37 in the third. Alabama 21, Auburn 6.
Yeah, Auburn's got to turn up some intensity here. You can't allow Alabama to go down the field and get points on this drive.
Miller, the tailback, flanks Milroe to his left. Milroe to Jam Miller, comes this way. Gets across the 45-yard line and goes down. Stop on the play made by Caleb Harris. But again, Auburn had a shot at him at the line of scrimmage. Alabama, from a running perspective, doing what really no one else has done this season against Auburn. That's a 7-yard gain. Miller again to the Auburn boundary. Turns upfield, gets to midfield, and is driven back again by Caleb Harris.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him the first down. Everything starts with the run for Alabama. You got to neutralize their offense by stopping the run game and force Milroe to have to put the ball in the air. Right now, they're running the ball too easy in the second half.
Ball at midfield, 1st and 10 for the Crimson Tide. 8:49 on a counting clock in the third. Crimson Tide lead it 21-6. Bernard goes in motion across the set. Now the tight end comes back to the right side. Lots of movement there for the Crimson Tide. Milroe drops to throw. In some pressure. He throws it, and the pass is complete. Wide open at the 30, inside the 30. 25 Bernard to the Auburn 24. Caleb Harris came on a blitz and nearly got to the quarterback. Keontae Scott made the stop on Bernard.
Yeah, Caleb Harris almost beat the running back Miller on his blitz to get the Milroe.
First down for Alabama at the Auburn 24. Jam Miller up the middle. Auburn misses another tackle. He gets to the 20-yard line.
Auburn got to make those hits, those first initial hits. You got to wrap up and get these guys on the ground. You're not going to make a complete hit. You got to wrap these guys up.
Second down and 4 for Alabama. Miller on the day, 15 carries for 53 yards. Haynes now the tailback. And the ball to Haynes off left tackle. He gets to the Auburn 17-yard line off the left side. Caleb Harris, especially active against the run here in the second half of play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Crimson Tide. Make it 3rd and 3. Haynes, a sophomore, 5'11", 210 out of Buford, Georgia. 3rd and 3. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Milroe will run it himself. He's at the 10. He's to the 5. He's in for the touchdown. I'm not sure Auburn got a hand on him. 3rd touchdown run of the day for Jalen Milroe.
Yeah,
from 17 yards out.
Alabama just looks like a different football team starting the second half. They just look more energized and more intensity. Milroe just running a straight power play behind Miller. And I think he went untouched to the end zone.
Alabama has scored on his first 2 drives of the second half in the Crimson Tide. Extra point away from making it 28-6. Snap is down. The kick by Nicholson is good. 6:54 to go in the third. Alabama leads Auburn 28-3 in the Iron Bowl. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com. Paid for by the U.S. Department of the Navy in partnership with Blue Forge Alliance.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Will Herring. The toughness that it took to get through a February in Coach Yox's offseason, it took a lot. That's what comes to mind is putting in the work, starting in January right after bowl. You might have a week or 2 off, but that work from then until spring training. And then it's a month of ball. And then after that, now it's hot. But now you're going to really find out who wants it in that July heat. And like I said, going into the season, we put in a lot of hard work the year before, and it didn't turn out how we wanted it to. Right. So there's no guarantees that even if you work hard, you're going to be successful. But I'll guarantee if you don't put in the work, you can just about guarantee you're not going to be successful.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
The Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine in Auburn is dedicated to its mission of transforming medical students into caring, compassionate physicians. VCOM partners with Auburn University for student activities, shared learning experiences, and research opportunities. Students are instructed in a hands-on learning environment by outstanding faculty members that are dedicated to student success. VCOM is working to improve the health of Alabama's citizens by increasing the number of primary care physicians throughout the state, especially in rural and underserved areas. Find out more at vcom.edu.
Back in Tuscaloosa, Brad Law checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. Syracuse broke a tie game with 6th-ranked Miami. The Orange get a scoop and score to take their first lead of the night. Late in the third quarter at the Dome, Syracuse 35, 6th-ranked Miami 28. Notre Dame leads USC 28-21. They're late in the third quarter in L.A. SMU continues to lead Cal comfortably 21-3 late third quarter in Dallas. And it's number 16 Arizona State pummeling Arizona 35-7 in Tucson. In the SEC, they go to the fourth quarter in Columbia. Arkansas leads number 21 Missouri 14-10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network.
In Tuscaloosa, Alabama 28, Auburn 6 minutes and 54 seconds. A pair of touchdown drives for the Crimson Tide. Their last 60 yards, 6 plays, 242. Jalen Milroe, a 17-yard run. And for Auburn offensively, a 3-and-out.
Yeah, Auburn's got to try to find a way to get some explosive plays. We're getting beat on both sides of the ball up front right now.
Jeremiah Cobb, the deep man. That kickoff is driven into the end zone. And Auburn will have first down and 10 at the 25. And a flag comes in. Flag came in from upfield. There was some extracurricular activities after that play. We wait for the call from Daniel Gautreaux. And Auburn is walking backwards.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, receiving team number 84. The penalty will be enforced half the distance from the touchback spot, First down, Auburn.
It's Micah Riley.
Auburn's going in the wrong direction to start this second half. I don't like the body energy. I don't like the aspect of us coming out with no intensity.
28-6, Alabama on top. Those are the football just across the Auburn 12. First down for the Tigers. From the right hash mark, throw on a flare, and Malcolm Simmons dropped it. DeAndre Lambert-Smith paired up as that ball that went out of bounds on the Auburn sideline. There's another flag coming in.
Yeah, he got some throwing punches and stuff going on the sideline right now.
Was paired up against DeAndre Lambert-Smith, who drove him out of bounds. Need to get Alabama off the Auburn sideline here.
Well, this intensity need to be shown on the field between those white lines.
DeAndre Lambert-Smith was the blocking receiver on that. He drove his man out of bounds. It continued 10 yards off the Auburn sideline. And it came after Malcolm Simmons dropped the ball on the route.
Yeah, I got Lambert-Smith was in blocking one of the Alabama defenders. They kind of got in a tussling match along the sideline.
The result of the play is an incomplete pass. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 13 and defense number 8. Only one of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties will be enforced. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down. That is both number 8 and number 13's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty as it counts towards disqualification.
Malachi Moore and Devontae Smith. And Auburn catches a break on an incomplete pass. They get a 15-yard penalty on Alabama.
You see here on the replay, Lambert-Smith is blocking. Now all of a sudden Devontae Smith pulls Lambert-Smith, and both of them going at each other on the sidelines.
And then Malachi Moore joined in.
I think they got Devontae Smith for hitting Lambert-Smith on the sideline and back of the head.
So first down for Auburn.
Moore comes in.
Yeah, first down for Auburn out across the 27-yard line. Play clock is down to 10. Now they've raised the play clock. First down for Auburn. Thorne throws to the boundary to Cam Coleman. And Coleman is taken down at the 30. 2-yard gain for Cam Coleman. Alabama has been sure-handed tackling here today.
Yeah, I see Auburn go up-tempo here.
2nd and 8 for Auburn at the 30, just across the 30-yard line. From the left hash mark, they bring a lot. Thorne throws, pass complete. Cam Coleman near the first down marker.
Should be a first down.
It is enough for an Auburn first down. Couple throws to Cam Coleman. Auburn gets the ball out to the 37-yard line and a Tiger first down. Trailing 28-6. Thorne from the left hash. Rolls to his right. Now rolls back to the Alabama boundary. Makes a man miss. 35-40. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Good job of Thorne escaping the pass rush of Alabama. Didn't like anything front side. Was able to come backside, able to pick up something out of nothing in that situation.
4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for Auburn at the Tiger 42-yard line from the left hash. Thorne, handoff. Jarquez Hunter hit behind the line of scrimmage, driven back to the 38.
Yeah, that play was...
Jihad Campbell coming up for Alabama. Auburn's getting beat at the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah, that play was too slow developing against a defensive front like this of Alabama. You got to hit them with those fast play actions and those hard hitting runs. If you're going to decide to run the football, those guys are very good up front of shedding tackles.
3rd and 9 after a 3-yard loss. Malcolm Simmons, Keandre Lambert-Smith wide right. Cam Coleman wide left. That's the Auburn sideline. Rivaldo Fairweather sets up in the slot to the left. Thorne with some time, floats it, has Fairweather open, caught, out of bounds, first down for Auburn into Alabama territory. And with that catch, Keandre Lambert-Smith ties John Samuel Shinker for the career tight ends receiving record.
Yeah, good throw right there for Thorne, fitting that ball between the safety and the linebacker of Alabama. Fairweather, great job catching.
Fairweather, not KLS, my mistake, I apologize. First down at the Alabama 40. From the left hash, Thorne again floats out to his right, looking downfield. Now going to run it. And Thorne out of bounds, and he is close to the first down marker. Maybe about a half-yard shy. 9-yard gain for Peyton Thorne. Auburn's drive continues. First down and 10.
I like Auburn going up-tempo because it keeps Alabama defense out of their blitzing packages that they like to do against us in these situations.
2nd and 1 for Auburn. Tigers need the 30 from the right hash. Play clock down to 4. Snap to Thorne. Hands it off, Jarquez Hunter. Hunter has the first down inside the 30. They'll give him the 29-yard line, and Auburn's drive continues, moves the chain, 1st and 10 at the 29. Clock rolls down, 3:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Alabama 28, Auburn 6, trying to cut into that lead, trying to get to the end zone.
Yeah, Auburn needs to score and then go for 2-point conversions, cut this into a 14-point game. I like the up-tempo, though. I don't know about the huddling here. Up-tempo is kind of throwing Alabama defense out of the norm.
Pair of receivers wide to the Auburn boundary, the wide side of the field. Simmons and Coleman. Simmons comes in motion. Now upfield, there's the snap to Thorne. Flushed. Thorne in some trouble, has to throw it away. Did he get out of the tackle box?
Jarquez was over there in the vicinity.
Alabama is asking.
There was no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the pocket and the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. 3rd down for the Tigers.
Yeah, Jarquez was in the vicinity over there. Good job of Thorne of knowing that.
Excuse me, this is 2nd down. Second and 10 for the Tigers at the Alabama 29-yard line. As Auburn huddles, Cam Brown goes wide left. And Damari Alston is the tailback. Flanking Thorne to his right. Auburn scrimmages from the right hash mark. Play clock down to 1. Auburn ran out of time. Did Auburn get the timeout? It had to use it or it was going to get a delay of game.
Delay a game. Timeout. Auburn. It's their first.
Stops the clock with 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Alabama 28, Auburn 6. When play resumes, 2nd and 10 for Auburn at the Alabama 29. Auburn football continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control systems protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Andy Burcham here to tell you about our friends at Truckworks, the official commercial truck dealer of the Auburn Tigers. Truckworks is Alabama's exclusive Kenworth, Hino, and Isuzu commercial truck dealer and was recently named Kenworth's North American Dealer of the Year. Truckworks is the Southeast headquarters for dump trucks, sleeper trucks, box vans, and everything in between. Stop into their TRP parts store in Opelika for any commercial truck part you could possibly need. Truckworks, the partner you can count on in the transportation industry since 1978.
This is the Iron Bowl. Back to Tuscaloosa for more of the Tigers and Crimson Tide.
Auburn had to call a timeout. 2:38 to go in the third quarter. Tigers trail Alabama 21-6. Second down and 10 for Auburn at the Alabama 29 when play resumes. No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/SEC Radio 2024. Boy, imperative Jason Campbell. Auburn sticks this one in the end zone.
Yeah, no better time than now, Andy. We got to get a touchdown in this situation. Then you got to be ready to go for 2 points and try to cut this to a 2-score lead before you go into the fourth quarter to give yourself an opportunity to get some momentum.
You're also going to have to be able to stop Alabama.
Right, you're going to have to stop Alabama. You know they want to run the football. They ran it ever since they started the second half. Very successful. We haven't forced them really to have to put the ball in the air much here in the second half. They kind of control the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 for the Tigers. 2:38 to go in the third. Nose of the football at the Alabama 29. From the right hash, KLS wide right. Pair of receivers wide left. Fairweather in the slot. Mari Alston steps up in front to the right of Thorne. There's the snap. Payton looks and he throws it. He has Coleman open in the end zone. Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Cam Coleman. 29 yards and a score.
Nice throw and catch by Cam Coleman going up high, pointing that ball. That's what we talk about. Give our playmakers the opportunity to go up and make plays. Cam is a big receiver for this Auburn offense. He's standing 6'3", 197 pounds. There's not a defensive back on this Alabama team that can catch him. Going for 2 now.
8th touchdown catch of the year for Coleman. 21st touchdown pass for Peyton Thorne. And a 2-point conversion here cuts it to a 2-score or to a 14-point game. At the 2:31 mark. Well played by the Tigers. Following the timeout. Jarquez Hunter is the tailback. Cam Brown goes wide right. Gonna have to hustle. Play clock down to 5 on the 2-point conversion. Bring a man in motion. Hand the ball off. Jarquez Hunter. Jarquez Hunter, is he in? He is. The 2-point conversion is good. He made a move at the line of scrimmage, went right, and then found the hole and for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, the motion by Cobb kind of got the defense a little confused, and then Jarquez got the ball, went right out the backside for a 2-point conversion, cut this game to a 2-score lead with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the third quarter.
28-14, Alabama on top with 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the third. Sun South John Deere drive summary for the Tigers. 87 yards in 11 plays, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. The touchdown pass from Peyton Thorne to Cam Coleman. Sun South John Deere, preferred track for the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. That's a nice job on that drive, and a couple times that Peyton Thorne used his legs.
Yes.
To keep that drive alive for the Tigers. Alabama was backing up, and Coleman, or rather Thorne, was able to get 9 and 10 yards at a chunk. Law and Henderson back to take this kickoff from Towns Magoo. And now the defense has got to stop Alabama, which has scored on both of its drives with impressive drives here in the second half of play.
Defense huddled up after that last series and saw some jawing going on, so maybe these guys get underneath each other's skin and get ready to play some football.
Kickoff by Magoo, a low line drive kick taken at the 4-yard line. They try to get to the opposite side of the field and turn the corner. There's a flag down up the sideline and out across the 35-yard line. Flag thrown all the way across the field at about the 20-yard line.
I think this is going to be coming back.
I agree with
Alabama.
you. Yeah.
During the return, holding number 87. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Alabama.
Is this a momentum change in this ball game?
Still got a lot of game left, Andy.
Yes, indeed.
Right here, this is very important drive for this Auburn defense to get off the field and get this offense back the ball with a little momentum going here in this third quarter.
28-14 the score.
I think that scuffle kind of woke Auburn up a little bit. That was had on the sideline.
That was an enormous play on that drive, because remember, that was an incomplete pass that turned into a 15-yard gain.
10-yard penalty.
Alabama 1st and 10 from its 10. I think this is the deepest that Alabama has started to drive today. Milroe from the right hash mark. Hands off to Jam Miller. Miller, 5-yard chunk out to the 15-yard line.
Alabama trying to control the line of scrimmage. Running the football, letting Miller kind of hide behind those guards and tackles.
Yeah. Proctor and Booker and Brailsford, Roberts and Pritchett. 5 yards on first down, 2nd and 5 for Alabama. Ryan goes in motion, does Ryan Williams. They set up with a trio of receivers to the left. Milroe drops to throw across the middle. Pass is complete to the tight end. Close to the first down to Josh Cuevas. He's going to be about a half-yard shy of the first down. It's 3rd and less than a yard for the Crimson Tide.
Alabama using a lot of tight end passes today.
3rd and a half yard. Jam Miller the carry. Jam Miller gets a yard of the play across the 20-yard line for a first down. Isaiah Rakes was there, so was Dorian Mausi for the Tigers. They only needed a half yard. He got a yard and a half.
First down, Alabama.
First down from the 21.
Buster Smith might be blitzing off the edge.
He does come. And off Jam Miller, hit behind the line of scrimmage. Kendrick Falk got him near the 15-yard line. He didn't miss that tackle, did he?
Kendrick Falk came inside on that play and was able to tackle Miller for a -3 loss.
For Keldrick, his 10th tackle for loss this season.
Yeah, he beat Tyler Booker immediately off the snap of the football.
2nd and 13 from the 17-yard line. Ball between the hashes. Play clock at 6. The snap. Auburn brings an extra man. Milroe gets around that man. Out across the 20 to the sideline and rushed out of bounds at the 23. Eugene Asante was the one that had a shot at Milroe.
Eugene had him in the backfield. That's going to bring this quarter to an end to start the fourth quarter. But Eugene could have got him a tackle for a loss. Not easy, though, against Milroe.
3rd down for Alabama as the fourth quarter begins. 3rd and 7. At the end of 3 in the Iron Bowl. Alabama 28, Auburn 14. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for a big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjord Parkway and Wire Road.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
They're doing their own light show here at Bryant Denny Stadium. So we bring you this game update set to start the fourth quarter with Auburn trailing 28-14. This game recap is brought to you by Wind Creek Casinos. Well, Auburn was doubled up in that third quarter on the scoreboard and in yardage. Alabama 149 yards in the third quarter alone. Auburn with 70. Crimson Tide outscored the Tigers 14-8 in that third period. They were 3 for 3 on third downs, held the ball for 9 minutes. Auburn 1 of 2 on third downs, held the ball 6 minutes. Finally did engineer a 10-play, 87-yard drive. Cam Coleman, a third straight game with a touchdown reception for Auburn. The two-point conversion good, and so that turned to 28-6, deficit to 28-14. For the game, Auburn 274 yards of offense, Alabama 371. Tigers just 3 of 11 on third down. Crimson Tide 9 of 12. And the Auburn defense with a chance to pick up just its fourth third down stop of the day would come at a massive time here. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. It's a 2-touchdown deficit. Tigers looking for a stop. Andy Burcham, Jason Campbell have your fourth quarter.
And it starts with Alabama 3rd and 7. Nose of the football at the Alabama 24.
Need a big pass rush here.
Empty set for Milroe. Flips it off to Ryan Williams, makes the catch, eludes a tackle, first down, and taken down at the 34-yard line. Again, Auburn had a shot at Ryan Williams near the line of scrimmage and did not make the tackle. He almost fell down, was able to keep his balance, make the catch.
He almost fell down the snap of the play. That was a big missed opportunity for Auburn defense to get off the field.
Out to the 34-yard line. First down from the left hash mark for the Crimson Tide. Second play of the fourth quarter. Milroe looks to the line of scrimmage. Puts Jam Miller to his left. Miller the carry. Head down, gets across the 35-yard line. They'll give him the 36. 2 yards on the play, second down and 8. Jason Jones.
It's more important for Auburn to get off the field in this series because you want to create a shorter field for your offense so they not have to drive the ball 90 yards to try to score points.
Second down and 8 for Alabama at the Crimson Tide 36. Bernard sets up in the slot to the left. A pair of tight ends stack up outside the right tackle. Milroe's going to run this one. Gets to the corner and fights forward close to the Alabama first down. Going to be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Milroe. It's going to bring up third down and short. Third down and 2 for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, Milroe, once he gets the ball on the edge, he's just like a running back. 6'2", 225, not easy to bring down out in open space. got to meet this guy at the point of attack.
Heard Brad mention just a moment ago, Alabama has been terrific on third down today. 10 now of 13 on the day on third down. This is 4th and 2. Milroe under center, play action. Gets some pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Milroe run down from behind.
Fumble.
Ball is loose. Did Auburn get it? It did at midfield. Milroe was tackled at the 45-yard line. He fumbled it forward, and for the third time today, Auburn has a fumble recovery.
Jalen McLeod forcing the fumble, and Keldrick fought with the recovery. Just the play Auburn team needed.
Wow, just shy of midfield. 4th fumble of the day for Alabama. 3rd time that Auburn has recovered it, and there's your short field. Jason Campbell, 1st down and 10 from the Alabama 49.
Yeah, Auburn's got to turn this into a touchdown. We don't need 3, we need a touchdown. Cut this to a 1-score game with a whole quarter to go almost. Nice job recovering that football as well.
12:45 to go in the 4th. 1st down from the Alabama 49. Thorne from the right hash. DeAndre Lambert-Smith wide right, pair of receivers wide left for the Tigers. Jarquez Hunter flanks the Auburn quarterback. Jarquez the carry. And Jarquez, after a yard, is pushed backwards.
Yeah, we're not getting much in between the guards and tackles against this defensive front. They're doing a really good job of stemming inside, not allowing Jarquez to get to the second level. Might have to throw our way to a win today.
Malachi Moore, Justin Jefferson combined. 2nd down for Auburn. Thorne to the sideline, complete. Keandre Lambert-Smith makes the first man miss, 35. Angles back to the middle of the field and gets to the 30 and an Auburn 1st down. 18 yards for Keandre Lambert-Smith. And Tim Keenan III is down for Alabama at the point of the tackle. Stops the clock. 12:04 to go in the 4th. Auburn on the march, 28-14. Alabama on the top. Medical reports brought to you by East Alabama Health. Proud to offer emergency care, surgery, and other outpatient surgeries, even a retail pharmacy at their Auburn Medical Pavilion in the Auburn Research Park. Learn more at eastalabamahealth.org when play resumes. 1st down for Auburn at the Alabama 30. 12:04 in the 4th. Crimson Tide 28, Tigers 14. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl here with an exciting opportunity. Through December 20th, we're running a special campaign to support our student athletes. Join On to Victory today, and for every annual subscription, an anonymous donor will match it 3-1. That means your $204 subscription becomes $816 for our athletes. We're aiming to raise $1 million to support Auburn student athletes because, as we all know, Auburn is an everything school. Visit OnToVictory.com to make your pledge today. Remember, your impact is tripled. War Eagle.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
12:04 remains in the 4th quarter after Auburn's 3rd fumble recovery of the day. The Tigers have the ball at the Alabama 30, first down and 10. Crimson Tide 28, Auburn 14.
Yeah, Auburn right now has all the momentum, Andy. You got to get a touchdown in this situation and put all the pressure on Alabama here in the fourth quarter going down the stretch. Right now you got the momentum. Keep driving on it.
Pair of tight ends in for Auburn, Deal and Fairweather. DeAndre Lambert-Smith as Auburn huddles up. And Cam Coleman. They split right and left. An empty backfield. Jarquez Hunter, one of 4 Auburn receivers to the left, the wide side of the field. Empty set for Peyton Thorne. He throws it. Jarquez looks to throw it. Going downfield, and he throws an interception at the 5. Was trying to get the ball to Keandre Lambert-Smith. Intercepted by Bray Hubbard, his 3rd interception of the year, flagged down after the play.
After the interception, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, intercepting team number 2. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. That is number 2's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty as it counts towards disqualification.
Zabian Brown hit the intended receiver, Keandre Lambert-Smith, after the play. Halfback pass for Auburn. And Bray Hubbard was just playing center field.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. That play call, he come out of timeout. The Alabama's had time to stand on the sideline and discuss a lot of things defensively as well. I like to see Jarquez just kind of pull that ball down and not just throw it up there like that. But man,
first down for Alabama at the 2. Milroe in the end zone. Brings Gilbert in motion. Hands off to Jam Miller, the tailback. Gets out to the 5, out to the 6. 4-yard gain for Jam Miller.
Yeah, that's a bad missed opportunity on that one. Like, you're about to get a chance for a touchdown with a little bit over 12 minutes left in the ball game.
Clock rolls down, 11-14 and counting. 2nd and 6 for the Crimson Tide at the 6-yard line. Ball between the hashes. Milroe wants to run it, and he's going to take a loss back to the 2.
A really good job.
Zykevius Walker.
Zykevius Walker and Durham, I always see played that very, very well. Staying put to the last minute to Milroe decides he's going to keep it or hand it off. See if Auburn can force another turnover in this situation. Create a short field, but you got to get off the field here.
Ball marked at the 3. 3rd and 10 for Alabama. Clock rolls down to 10:28 in the 4th. Crimson Tide up 28-14. Snap to Milroe. He gets rid of it up the sideline for Bernard, incomplete, and a flag comes in. They're going to get Auburn for an interference. Keontae Scott defending on Jeremy Gilbert.
Oh, gosh.
Interference penalty against Auburn gives Alabama a first down.
Pass interference, defense number 0. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. The result of the penalty is a first down.
That's the only thing that could have helped in that situation. You know they're going to try to take a shot outside. You got Keontae Scott in one-on-one coverage and everything.
Ball was thrown out of bounds. Had he caught it, it'd have been out of bounds anyway. I'm not sure why that isn't taken into account.
Both guys pulling each other. It should have been a no call.
First down for the Crimson Tide. Ball at the 17-yard line. Miller the carry. Miller to the 19 before he's forced backwards. Keontae Scott is there for the Tigers. So is Austin Keys for Auburn.
I'm not so sure that should have been a no call.
Well,
you got the offensive guy pulling out, defensive guy just
and
as
again,
much.
nothing's addressed because the ball was thrown out of bounds. If
Right.
he catches it, anyway.
Auburn would have been getting the ball close to midfield.
Yep.
The 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
2nd down and 7 for Alabama. Nose of the football just shy of the 20. Oots comes in motion across the set. Jam Miller the carry, and Miller taken down by Caleb Harris as he crosses the 20-yard line. And even if Auburn gets the ball back here, Alabama's been able to run more time off the clock with Auburn trailing by 14.
Yeah, after that interception, they ran off another 4 minutes of time since Auburn threw that interception.
9:20 and counting. This is 3rd and 6. Line to gain for the Crimson Tide is the Alabama 27. Auburn rushes 4. Milroe pressured, throws to the boundary, caught. 1st down to the 30-yard line. Bernard out to the 31.
They're just milking more clock off the time off the clock now. Just
that's a good pitch and catch. That's a fine throw from Milroe and a really good catch by Bernard.
Yeah, you go back to that call, the halfback pass. In that situation, I'm just not so sure after a timeout because the defense has an opportunity to get set as well.
1st down for Alabama at its 31-yard line. Haynes now the tailback. Play action, they throw it to Dupree, the tight end. He gets to the corner, 40, 45, and tripped up at midfield with a flag on the play. The flag was thrown upfield. Not going to be a hold against Bernard, perhaps, or a push in the back.
Holding, offense number 5. The 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. Remains 1st down.
So Bernard called for the hold. Alabama backed up to its 33. From the 33, 1st down for Alabama. Run by Milroe. And Milroe tries to bounce to the outside. He does. He's to the 44-yard line and out of bounds.
They actually had a big hit initially. I believe that was Sylvester Smith that took out Matt. But then Milroe kept the ball inside, able to pick up a big gain.
7:33 and counting. Alabama 28, Auburn 14. This drive, more than anything else, has just milked the clock.
They've taken 7 minutes off, at least 6 minutes off the time since the interception.
From the right hash mark, 1st down for Alabama at its 43-yard line. Hand off to Jam Miller. Just finds way forward. Jam Miller gets to the 50. Driven back there. Another 7-yard gain by Miller.
They're gashing us on these 1st down runs.
Alabama right now with 185 yards unofficially rushing against one of the best rushing defenses in the SEC. 2nd down. Miller again the carry. At the line of scrimmage, he gets a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about a yard and a half. Bleedy on the stop.
Auburn haven't given up a lot of big plays in the passing game today. Just a tight end has had a lot of catches over the middle of the field, but for the most part, the passing game has been ineffective. It's been mostly just Alabama running the football.
Clock rolls down. 6 minutes, 20 seconds, and the clock rolls on. Alabama up 28-14. This is 3rd and a yard for the Crimson Tide. Milroe under center. Goes with the long count. Milroe, the quarterback keeper. 1st down. Inside the Auburn 45. Down to the 42 and a half and a 1st down, and the chains move for Alabama.
Alabama just continue to milk the clock. Auburn haven't seen the football since 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
First down from the Crimson Tide at the Auburn 42. 5:35, clock continues to roll, and an Auburn player is down. That is Isaiah Rakes. Stops the clock with 5:34 to go in the fourth. Alabama on top of Auburn 28-14. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your home for college football and the Auburn Tigers.
He's in! Touchdown Auburn!
We heard you, Tiger fans. So this season, we're airing every single game. And you can take that to the bank.
It's picked off in the end zone!
Plus, the biggest games in the SEC and around the country play here on your official station for college football, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl here with an exciting opportunity. Through December 20th, we're running a special campaign to support our student athletes. Join On to Victory today, and for every annual subscription, an anonymous donor will match it 3-1. That means your $204 subscription becomes $816 for our athletes. We're aiming to raise $1 million to support Auburn student athletes because, as we all know, Auburn is an everything school. Visit OnToVictory.com to make your pledge today. Remember, your impact is tripled. War Eagle.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health. .534 to go. Philip Bleedy was able to walk off the field under his own power. Alabama, first down and 10 from the Auburn 42. After the game, catch the Regions Bank postgame show. Jeff Shearer talks with players, assistants, and head coach Hugh Freeze in the Auburn locker room, plus scores, highlights, and analysis, all on the Regions Bank postgame show. Let's huddle up, make things happen with the only card for the Plains, Auburn University Regions Visa debit card, and the prepaid Regions Now card. Get yours today. Alabama on top of Auburn, 28-14. Alabama has done exactly what it wanted to on this drive, just take time off the clock following the Auburn interception on the halfback pass. Boy, what might have been at that point?
Man, just come back to that play. It's 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You know you're in a passing situation, so defense not going to bite as much because they know you're down 2 scores. You have to throw the ball. At worst, I just wish Jarquez probably could have just held that ball and just ate it.
Yep. Clock rolling down, 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be about the 5-minute mark before Alabama runs the play. And up, Jam Miller tries to get to the corner, and he's tripped up back at the 46-yard line. Nicely played this time by Caleb Wooden. Second down for the Crimson Tide.
Auburn might use a timeout. They're able to stop him here on this second down. Try to preserve as much time as you possibly can at this point.
Yeah, we're under 4:38 here in the fourth quarter. And Alabama in no hurry at this point. The clock is Auburn's ally right now. And a 14-point lead. Second down for the Crimson Tide. Jam Miller again with the carry. And Miller taken down by Jason Jones from behind, and Auburn will call a timeout, stopping the clock at the 4:08 mark. Third down and long for the Crimson Tide. Timeout on the field. 4:08 to go in the fourth. Big third down And 10 coming up for Alabama at the Auburn 43. Crimson Tide on top of Auburn 28-14. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues in a moment.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands. We all win when we feel healthier and happier. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is a proud sponsor of athletic programs across the state. Because a healthier Alabama is a happier Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Auburn Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Offer valid through December 2nd, 2024. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the bold flavors. It's very savory, and that golden crispy outside of the sandwich just lets me know that it's going to be so perfectly juicy on the inside.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. You get the tenderness of the chicken and that zesty pickle. It's savory and tasty. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
You're listening to the Iron Bowl on the Auburn Sports Network, featuring Will Herring, Jason Campbell, and the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the fourth. Auburn called a timeout to stop the clock. Alabama 3rd down and 11 at the Auburn 42-yard line coming up. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Third and 11 from the Auburn 43 or the Crimson Tide. Imperative that if Auburn has any shot, they've got to stop Alabama right here.
Auburn got to be alert here for a Bill Roll and quarterback draw.
He is in an empty set. 4 receivers to the wide side of the field. Now Bernard comes in motion to the Auburn boundary. 3rd and 11. He throws it to Bernard. Tries to get to the sideline. He's taken down at the 41. Keontae Scott came up to make the stop. And Auburn uses its second of 3 timeouts. So 1 timeout left, plus, of course, the 2-minute timeout. Auburn finally gets that big 3rd down start.
You got to imagine Alabama probably pooch punt this, right? Instead of trying a long field goal.
That was Auburn's last timeout, I should say. Auburn had to use a timeout. It was running out of time earlier in the second half.
Yeah, depending on what Alabama decides to do here, I imagine they're going to pooch punt this. Auburn will have to score and then do an onside kick, which we saw South Carolina recovered an onside kick here in the same stadium earlier in the year.
James Burnip to punt it away. Malcolm Simmons at the Auburn 10. Burnip moves to his right and boots it away. High, end over end. Bounces, and Alabama recovers inside the 5-yard line. Is Emmanuel Henderson. Burnip did exactly what he wanted to do right there.
Yeah, that was an outstanding punt.
Yep.
Auburn got to go 97 yards.
1st and 10 for the Tigers at their 3. No timeouts left. 3 minutes and 57 seconds and Auburn trails by 14. As Auburn huddles up, the play clock moves down to 15. First down from the Auburn 3. Thorne in the shotgun, 2 yards deep in the end zone. Fairweather's back there as a blocking back for Jarquez Hunter. Play action by Payton. He looks and he throws, has a man open, sliding catch over there on the sideline for the Tigers by Cam Coleman. That is enough for the Auburn first down, 10 yards, 11 yards on the carry, or in the game. Snap to Thorne out of the gun, looks to the sideline, throws, Fairweather had it, dropped it. It's an incomplete pass. Fairweather was popped at the 21-yard line, but did not have possession. Second down and 10. Clock stop with 3:33 to go in the fourth at the Auburn 14-yard line. The Tigers trail by 14.
Yeah, Fairweather trying to run a stick route, try to turn and run. Just got to make sure you secure the catch, knowing you got guys around you in those situations.
Rivaldo tied for the all-time lead for catches by tight ends. 6 at the line of scrimmage for Alabama. On second down and 10 for the Tigers. Play clock at 5. A snap to Thorne. In the pocket. He's in trouble. Now gets away. Payton looks downfield, tucks it. He's going to run with it. Thorne slides shy of the 24-yard line. They put him down. They say he started his slide back at the 22.
Half a yard short. Got to go fast, though. Too much time wasting on the clock.
Third down and 2 for Auburn. There's the snap, the handoff. Nope, it's Thorne around right side. Thorne's got the first down as he's tripped up just shy of the 30-yard line at the 29. Clock rolling down, 2:50 to go. An 8-yard game for Payton Thorne on the ground.
Might be a good time for Auburn. Hit a double move, got a one-on-one outside.
Thorne from the gun, the right hash mark. Payton drops to throw. Again, pressured in the pocket. Now rolls to his left, looking downfield. He flips it downfield, and the pass is intercepted at the Alabama 38-yard line. Trying to get it to Rivaldo Fairweather. It was Zabian Brown with the interception, his second of the year.
Yeah, he's trying to get Fairweather to come back to the ball, but that one he just got to throw it deeper than you think and let Fairweather try to go get it, or no one gets it. You hang it short like that, the corner always going to come back and get that ball. Like the idea, just throw it a little deeper.
Rolling to his left, he threw it. He had Fairweather open, but you're right, the pass was just a little short, and Rivaldo was unable to come back for it, and Zabian Brown was. And Alabama now can run out the clock with 2:29. Auburn can only stop the clock with the 2-minute timeout. Alabama up 28-14. Time of possession right now, Alabama 34-27 to Auburn's 23-04. Handoff goes to Miller. Tailback puts his head down, gets inside the 40 and driven back at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to take us to the 2-minute. And after that, Alabama really only have to run two more plays. And Auburn may get the ball back with maybe 20, 30 seconds on the clock.
Clock rolling down to the 2-minute timeout with Alabama on top, 28-14. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the Alabama 43. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
This year, numerous times, we have seen Bo Jackson go over the top. Would you anticipate that? Or would you anticipate a quarterback sneak? What are you calling for?
I'd sure hate to be in this situation. I know Alabama's going to be anticipating Bo Jackson coming over the top.
Give the ball up and over and in. Cavaliers, touchdown! Touchdown, Auburn!
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is Auburn football on the Auburn Sports Network.
When we say we're an everything school, we mean it. Auburn University isn't just home to the best athletics program in the nation. It's also home to the best student-centered engineering experience in America. And that's not just a slogan. It's a promise. The Samuel Ginn College of Engineering ranks as the top engineering college in the state of Alabama, while also ranking as one of the best public engineering colleges in the nation. Tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and world changers begin at the Ginn College of Engineering. Visit today, eng.auburn.edu.
Andy Burcham here to tell you about our friends at Truckworks, the official commercial truck dealer of the Auburn Tigers. Truckworks is Alabama's exclusive Kenworth, Hino, and Isuzu commercial truck dealer and was recently named Kenworth's North American Dealer of the Year. Truckworks is the Southeast headquarters for dump trucks, sleeper trucks, box vans, and everything in between. Stop into their TRP parts store in Opelika for any commercial truck part you could possibly need. Truckworks, the partner you can count on in the transportation industry since 1978.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
2 minutes to go in this one, following the 2-minute timeout. Alabama 28, Auburn 14. Crimson Tide 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line. Alabama scored on its first 2 drives of the third quarter. Auburn got a fumble recovery, its third of the day, and scored the touchdown pass to Cam Coleman. 2-point conversion. Auburn cut the lead to 14. Auburn got another fumble recovery. And after a timeout, a timeout where Auburn was running out of time on the play clock, and after the timeout, Auburn threw a halfback pass that was intercepted deep in Alabama territory.
Yeah, the Auburn started out in the second half, and that's where we got in trouble.
Yeah.
We let Alabama take their first 2 drives in the second half and get touchdowns.
It was 28-6 after that second drive.
And after that, on the road in a hostile environment, you got to climb yourself too deep out of the hole. That's not where Auburn's at their best. You got to keep that game close, especially with 4 turnovers. We only have 14 points to show for it.
2nd and 5 for Alabama at the Crimson Tide 43. Crimson Tide lead at 28-14. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Miller again on the carry, and Miller gets to they're going to give him the 45. It's going to bring up 3rd down into 3. Dorian Mawusi.
So Alabama run one more play, probably around the minute 12 mark, and then they'll run that clock down. Auburn get the ball maybe 20-30 seconds.
Auburn out of timeouts. Alabama will take as much time as it can with 16 on the play clock here. Kendrick Law goes wide right. Couple tight ends stack up on the left side. Miller flanks Milroe to his left. Handoff to Jam Miller, and Miller stood at the line of scrimmage. He got a yard, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. .30 on the play clock. They're going to be able to take it down to about the 28-second mark before they have to run their next play.
Yeah, they'll probably take it all the way down the play clock and then call a timeout.
Alabama has all of its timeouts remaining.
Just punt the ball away.
Alabama to the line of scrimmage. Milroe under center. Long count by Milroe. Play clock under 3. And Alabama does call the timeout, as Jason explained. Down to 27 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama. It's set first. It will be
Jeff Shear in the Auburn locker room. Will Herring with Brad Law in the booth. Post-game analysis on the Regions Bank post-game show coming up. Auburn's football season will come to a close tonight. 29 seniors playing their final game in an Auburn uniform. Next up on the Auburn Sports Network, the Tigers play Tiger basketball team, which in all likelihood, when the new polls come out Monday, Auburn could be as high as number 2 in the country.
The Auburn basketball team looking strong. They're too deep in every position.
Auburn plays at Duke next Wednesday night at 8:15. Our coverage on the Auburn Sports Network begins at 7:30.
That'd be a fun one.
4th down for the Crimson Tide. Setting up to punt this one away. Auburn's going to come after it. They do. They didn't get there. Burnett punts it away. Malcolm Simmons with the catch and fumbled it. He fell on it, though.
Keontae.
Excuse me. Is that Keontae or is... Nope, that was Malcolm Simmons.
Bad.
Yeah. 21 seconds to go in the 4th quarter with Alabama safely on top by a score of 28-14. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues.
Not the end Auburn wanted to have after the big victory last week against A&M. Had opportunities in this game in the first half, just couldn't punch it in the end zone and take advantage of those turnovers.
21 seconds to go. First down for the Tigers at their 17. Alston is the tailback. Thorne drops to throw. Looks and he throws. The pass is complete. Cam Coleman out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Stops the clock with 13 seconds to go. A 19-yard gain for the Tigers. .13 seconds remaining in this season for Auburn. Peyton Thorne, one of those Auburn seniors, takes the snap. Floats it out to Keandre Lambert-Smith to the 45, to the 50, and wrestled out of bounds on a spin move at the Alabama 44. Stops the clock with 6 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I imagine Auburn might try to just throw a Hail Mary here. Either way, he's still not going to have enough time to even try anything else.
22-yard gain. Thorne to Keandre Lambert-Smith. 8th or 7th catch of the day for KLS. Likely the final play of the season. Flip to Keandre Lambert-Smith. 35 out of bounds with 1 second to go at the Alabama 28-yard line. One second to go in this one. First down for Auburn at the Alabama 28. Alston out of the game. Cam Brown checks in for Auburn. It'll be an empty set on Peyton Thorne's final play as Auburn's quarterback. A 5-wide set for the Tigers. The snap to Peyton. Drops and he throws. Pass is complete to Keandre Lambert-Smith at the 10. He's at the 5 and run out of bounds at the 3-yard line, and Alabama wins it. Final score today, Alabama 28, Auburn 14. Stay tuned. Auburn football continues in a moment.
This is Coach Hugh Freeze. The support of the Auburn family is vital to the success of our student athletes, and On to Victory plays a crucial role in that. Please help keep that good work going by joining On to Victory today, War Eagle.
At Country Financial, we make insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, our representatives will take the time to understand your specific needs and explain what options work best for you. Worry less and feel more confident knowing you're covered. Visit countryfinancial.com to get started today. Experience more with Country Financial. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health. From Bryant Denny Stadium, Alabama 28, Auburn 14. Along with Jason Campbell, I'm Andy Burcham from Bryant Denny Stadium. Alabama jumped out. Alabama led at the half, and 14-6 at the half. Alabama scored on the first 2 drives of the third quarter, and that was really the defining 2 drives of this ballgame. Auburn had a chance late, got the touchdown to Cam Coleman, got the fumble recovery, and an opportunity to cut the lead to a touchdown, and threw the interception on the halfback pass. And Alabama then took a great deal of time off the clock, and really the ball game was over for all intents and purposes at that point.
Yeah, Auburn missed a lot of opportunities first half. You forced those turnovers, defensively forced turnovers. You only got 14 points to show for. You get down to the half-yard line, and you're not able to get in, and then you miss a wide-open pass in the end zone to KLS. Those are 14 points. You know, that was a big swing, big momentum. You missed the field goal early in the ball game in scoring territory. Just, you can't have those missed opportunities in big games like this and expect to come out victorious. And the first quarter and the third quarter are so huge in ball games. How you start games and how you start the second half. Auburn did not start the second half like they was ready to play, and I think that was the biggest dividends in this score, getting up 28-6, making it really hard for you to fight out of.
Old Dominion presents Best in the Game. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to also be the best. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of the Auburn Tigers and Auburn Athletics. Jason, what or who is your best in today's game?
And I'm just going to go with the group of a defense. I can go with Jalen McLeod singled out because Jalen McLeod forced 2 fumbles today and played really hard. But I'm going to go with the whole defense as far as forcing 4 turnovers today for Alabama offense.
All right, we'll have much more Auburn football coverage coming your way from Bryant Denny Stadium, including interviews, analysis, highlights, and more with Brad, Will, and Jeff Shearer on the Regions Bank postgame show. The general manager of the Auburn Sports Network is Ben Harling. Auburn football is produced by Britt Bowen, and today by Jacob Hillman. Our chief engineer is Patrick Tisdale. Quinn Burkeen has been our studio producer as well. For spotter and statistician Gene Dulaney, and from our broadcast partner Jason Campbell. Auburn season comes to a close today. Final score, Alabama 28, Auburn 14. I'm Andy Burcham. So long, and War Eagle from Tuscaloosa.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn football has been brought to you by Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control, and proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. Ford, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Coca-Cola, tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. And by Yellowwood Pressure Treated Pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. This is the Auburn Sports Network, where